get. Hello, everybody. You thought you could get rid of me, huh? I have returned. Hello, everybody. I have returned. Ooh, you thought you could get rid of me, but no. 'Tis I, Dio. No, it's just me, Skiddo Rex. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Hope you all had a wonderful Monday. Wow. Okay, I've been gone too long. I can't even say my own intro. I hope you all had an amazing Monday, or hope you're having a good Monday evening or Tuesday morning, depending upon where you are in the world. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Skiddo Rex. I'm a 66 million year old dinosaur VTuber, and today we are talking about my trip to Disney World. Hooray! I have 112 fun-filled slides filled with stories to be able to tell you all today. So let's get right into it, shall we? Scremlin's back. Tell a friend. Oh yeah, trust me. Scremlin may or may not be getting out of the cage this week. You can kind of guess which stream that might be. But anyway, I missed you guys. It was a well-needed vacation from both work and life. So it was really great being able to go and experience Disney for the first time ever. For those of you who don't know, I grew up with Disney. I am a huge Disney whiz, and I've wanted to go to Disney since I was a wee little dino. So being able to go and experience it for the first time ever was honestly, not even dramatically speaking, the most magical thing that I've experienced. Like, just the atmosphere in general was amazing, and the cast members and the crew that work at Disney were so nice, and I had an amazing time, and it was honestly so fun to be able to just go and experience it. Like, I just had the best time. And I went with a friend from school. So we had the grandest time being able to hang out together and catch up and have fun. So it was pretty great. I had a lot of fun, and I am excited to share my experience with you because I think you guys will find some of it very fun and very hilarious and amazing. Okay. So let's start off with the travel there, there we go. The travel, the slides were not working. Okay, there we go. So let's start with the travel. I actually took this photo in the sky. I had the window seat on the way there. And so here's the other thing. I'd never been in a plane before. This was my first ever plane ride. I've never ever been in a plane before, so I was a little nervous as to how this was gonna go, but it was interesting. It was very weird. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. So here's the thing, is like, I was at the window seat, and it was pretty cool being able to see the plane take off, and I did the cringy like takeoff and landing videos, but I'm not gonna share them just because I don't know how, like, I don't know if people would be able to tell what airport I was flying out of, and I was kind of trying to keep that like at bay. So I'm not gonna show those, but I did the cringy like takeoff and landing videos because I was like, okay, I have to. I was like, this is literally my first plane ride. How can I not? Probably could. I would recognize my local airport. Yeah. So I decided to kind of just not show those. But it's okay. I have plenty of other pictures to show you guys, so it's okay. It was very weird. So like, takeoff and like getting into the air was fine. There wasn't really a lot of turbulence, so it was fine. And there wasn't any issues with that. The problem with it was that, like, I was getting adjusted to it, and I had never, like I said, never been in a plane before, so I didn't really know what to expect. So getting into the air, like I had the gum and everything. I was chewing gum when we took off. So I was fine, sort of. But it was like the weirdness of the air pressure was like pressing into my head. And then like when we took off, the plane had to turn to basically like go wherever it needed to go. So it turned, and the way that the plane turned, it was like I was turning towards the window, so it was like I almost felt like I was gonna fall out of the plane. I was like, oh my god, 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 this is so weird. I'm falling out of the plane. I don't know what to do. But it was so weird. And there were a couple times where we were like, the plane was like getting ready to descend like into Florida, and it would dip, and it was almost like you were part of like, it was like you were on a roller coaster where you would have those like dips in your stomach. And I was like, oh my god, my stomach is dipping. I don't know what to do. I don't know. This is so weird. And then, like even like with the plane would like go down, and you would like your body would like stay in the air, and then you'd like go down with it. I'm like, oh my god, this is so weird. It's so weird. I was like, I don't understand like what I'm feeling here. This is so much to comprehend. And I mean, it was good. I'm not gonna say it was a terrible plane ride. Like, I was fine for most of it. I just got a little motion sick at times. But I mean, overall, it was fine. It was a lot more smoother than the ride coming back, which I'll explain later. But it wasn't bad. It was fairly decent. And I ended up just watching Wall-E the whole ride there. The way that the airplane went, like we ended up flying, I think I showed the picture. We ended up flying Delta. And the way that Delta has their planes, they have like TVs on the back of every seat. So you can watch like TV or movies, or you can listen to music or whatever. And so I was looking through the kids' movies because I'm just like totally based like that. And I was like, oh, they have Wall-E. I was like, I haven't watched Wall-E in a little bit. All right, I'll watch Wall-E. So I would just watch Wall-E for the entire ride. And then I got to see us descend. And the second photo right here is actually over Florida. It's as we were landing to get into Orlando. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty neat to be able to actually go in and have my first ever plane ride. 'Cause one more plane ride closer to being able to go to Japan, right? So it was pretty neat. It was pretty cool. Being above the clouds was pretty insane, because I was like, just being able to like see all the clouds and stuff. I don't know. I've never seen above clouds. So this is the first time I've ever done that. And so the clouds are making like some really cool shapes and stuff too. So I was like, all right, this is pretty neat. Okay, cool. So it was cool being able to like see above the clouds and feeling my first ever plane ride. So that was pretty neat. This is where we stayed. I stayed at the Walt Disney Resort Dolphin Resort Hotel. Blah, blah, blah. Walt Disney World Dolphin Resort Hotel. So it was the Swan and Dolphin. They're two sister hotels that are the resort hotels, which are right next to each other. They combine next to each other, and they're pretty much identical. Just one's dolphin and one's swan. So we stayed at the Dolphin Resort Hotel, which was pretty neat. It was a pretty massive hotel. They had a lot of different stuff, a lot of different amenities. Like they had, you were able to use the spa. They had pools. They had a gift shop. They had a couple different gift shops in the hotel, which was pretty interesting. But yeah, they had a couple different gift shops that I may or may not have bought some stuff in for some other people. They had a huge lobby. So like going in, so actually let me get to that. I'll get to that in a second. I know I put that picture in here. So I took this picture getting off of the ferry from Epcot, I think. So they have this massive waterfall in the back of the hotel. The fountain, sorry, it's not a waterfall, my bad. They had a massive a massive fountain, and it was so big. It was like this thing was massive, and then there's a giant clamshell at the top with the water coming down. It was so cool. I don't know. I was just like pretty in awe at this. I kind of wish I had this view in front of our my hotel room. I had a giant palm tree in the middle of my window, so I couldn't see anything. I was like, bruh, never been to those hotels. Always stay in other places. Yeah, I decided, you know what? It's my first time being at Disney. I want to stay in a resort. So that's where I stayed. I stayed at a resort. How much did you to give you to sponsorship? Bruh, I wish. I wish. You know how much money I spent at Disney? I spent way too much. I spent way too much. People can say what they want about Disney, but dang, do they know how to build some cool buildings. Bro, it's not just the buildings. I'll get to that. They have so much cool stuff at their parks. It's insane. I'll get to that. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I have so many cool pictures to show you guys. Okay. All right. So they had this beautiful fountain. This was the other side. This was as we were coming in. So this is kind of like the side of the building. And some of these lovely little hotel rooms had balconies, and bro, how I wish I had a balcony. I did not realize that there were different different kinds of like rooms that you could get. I thought it was just a one kind of like standard room, and so like looking at this, I was like, oh man, I wish I had a balcony. That would have been so cool to see the sunrise and sunset from the balcony. But you know what, it is what it is. It's fine. It probably would have been one or the other, because sunrise in the east, sunrise in the west. She built a lightsaber and rode rides. I actually did not build a lightsaber. I actually did not do that. I thought about it, but I decided not to because I wanted to buy some other stuff, and I'm kind of glad I did because I couldn't get my suitcase. I couldn't get my suitcase closed. I couldn't get my suitcase closed, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't end up buying the lightsaber. I got it closed. I did get it closed. But it took a lot of willpower and me sitting on it to get it to close. Thankfully, my tail did not get in the way, so hotels never have just one type of room. No, I know, but I did not realize they had a balcony room is what I was getting at. That's why I didn't do it. That's partially why I didn't do it, because they were expensive. And I already had bought a bunch of other stuff, so. And the other thing was like, where am I going to put it? Because most of my space is taken up by Hololive merch. So where am I going to put it? I didn't want it to just sit in the closet and, like, gather dust. I wanted to, like, display it. But I was like, I don't know where I'm going to put it because most of my space is taken up by Hololive merch. And I don't want to take down my Hololive merch because those are my prized possessions. You just have to give it to your Bae plushie. I don't have a Bae plushie. I'd have to give it to Dino Dad's Bae plushies. I don't have a Bae plushie. I have Gura, I have Marine, I have Corone, I have Iris, I have Mume. I mean, I guess I could give it to Mume. Mume would probably have some fun with it, but I have mine for a few years hanging on the wall next to my bed. Ah, yeah, true. Yeah, I guess. I just have so much minimal space. Okay. I went to Disney a few years ago with family and built a lightsaber. Taking it home was an adventure. Oh, I bet. I definitely didn't want to do that. I didn't want TSA to look at me like I had 4 heads, because that was already an experience trying to get through there. Okay. Yeah, so this is the inside of the hotel. They had a massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Look at this beautiful thing. Look how big it is. It's massive. It's like all crystals and stuff too. Like, what the heck? How insane is that? It's so high end. And they had a bar too. Like over here, you see this? This is a bar, guys. They had a bar inside of the hotel. Isn't that insane? They had a bar. Insane. Give it to Corone. She's a Star Wars fan after all. That's true. That's true. Yeah, good point. Did TSA question you about your tail? No. Surprisingly. I figured they would have. I figured they would have asked me about it and tried to tell me to remove it, which in turn I would have had to tell them, unfortunately, it's attached to my body. But no, surprisingly, they didn't care about my tail. I was very surprised. I was like, all right, cool. Works for me. I also went through the little scanning TSA machine thingy, and They said all electronics had to be put in the little bins that they put through the scanner just to make sure that you're not carrying anything that's like, you know, illegal. And I went through the scanning thing and I forgot to take off my watch because I have a smartwatch. And I was like, uh-oh. So I told the lady, I was like, I still have my watch on. Is that okay? I was like, I completely forgot to take it off. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. You can keep it on. I was like, I bet. Thanks. I found that if you be nice to them, they're nice back. So treat others how you want to be treated, kids. True. In a crunch, you can mail it home. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. The only thing with that is that you have to find one that's open. Because I left on a Monday morning, and I left at my plane left at 7 a.m. So being able to find somewhere that ships on Sunday is kind of a pain in the neck, as I had found out. So, yeah, less concerning than peanut butter, I guess. True. Okay, so this is the beautiful hotel. Looks really nice. Everything was really high end. It looked beautiful. I did not take any pictures of the hotel room, so I don't have any of those to show you, but it was really cool. It was really neat. Unfortunately, like I said, my view of the outside was obstructed by a palm tree, but aside from that, it's okay though. It's okay. Back when I went, you could get stuff shipped from Disney directly. Yeah, so that's the thing. I didn't think of that while we were at the parks, so a little too late by the time we got back to the hotel. But it's okay. It's fine. Anyway, we made it work. I got everything home. My friend helped me bring everything home to whatever room they had. They filled it up with my stuff. So, and the funny thing is that most of the stuff I bought wasn't even for me. I bought it for other people. I brought home a bunch of souvenirs for the Dino fam, and I also did Christmas shopping. So a lot of the stuff I bought wasn't even for me. It was mostly for other people. I did get myself stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I obviously did. I can't go to Disney and not get myself stuff. But I mean, most of the stuff I bought was for other people. So did the tree give you tree fruit? No, free fruit. I thought that said tree fruit. No, the palm tree did not have any fruit on it. Hi, Puck. Hi, Noah. Welcome both to the stream. Also, hi, Cool Manchu. Welcome to the stream. Okay, next. After we got to the hotel, we landed in Florida safely. We got to the hotel, unpacked all of our stuff, sat for a few minutes. Then we went to Disney Springs. It was beautiful. It was amazing. I loved it. It was so cool. They had so many different stores that you could go into. They had World of Disney. They had a House of Blues store. They had I forget what it's called. It's Uniqlo. They had I think I said World of Disney already. They had World of Disney. They had Christmas store. They had honestly had a bunch of Disney stores. And then at nighttime, when you would go at nighttime, they had a bunch of different random bands and stuff playing. It was so cool. It was awesome. Yeah, this is the House of Blues tower that you first see when you walk into Disney Springs. It's literally right there on the left as you walk in. Then on the right-hand side, you might be wondering, oh, Skiddo. Wow, that's a really cool dinosaur. And what's with the fish tank? Oh, well, so my friend and I, we went here to eat Wednesday night. I made reservations for this lovely place. You want to know what it's called? T-Rex! It's a prehistoric family adventure. Wow! It is a restaurant named T-Rex. It's a dinosaur-themed restaurant, you guys. How could I not want to go here? How could I not want to go here and eat, right? I was so excited when I found out this was a thing. I was like, oh my god, it's a dinosaur-themed restaurant. And it's American-style food. So they had, burgers. They had chicken tenders. They had all different kinds of American food. So I was like, oh, yeah, it was great. What's the food like? It was actually, honestly, probably one of the best places I ate the entire trip, which is weird to say because I did eat at some, high-quality places. But, this was probably one of the best places I ate. I don't know why, but the food was just so good. I forget what kind of, the burgers were named after dinosaurs, which is pretty amazing. But I had a burger. And it was just, I think it was just a bacon cheeseburger. But it was so good. I don't even think I finished it. It was so filling. And they had these amazing dinosaur themed glasses that, like, I actually brought this home with me. I don't think it works anymore, unfortunately, due to the air pressure in the plane coming back. But I got this beautiful looking T-Rex cup that says "I survived T-Rex Orlando." And they had all of these animatronics. They were all different kinds of dinosaurs that were all around. They had Tyrannosaurus Rex, they had Triceratops, and how can I not take pictures of them? I mean, come on. Scout's literally a Triceratops. So, I mean, how can I not? Unfortunately, I have somebody's head in the picture, but it's okay. It's okay. But, yeah, it's so cool. And, like, they actually moved and stuff. Like, the heads and stuff moved, and it was amazing. And we got sat right in front of this fish tank. Like, we literally got the view of the fish tank, and we got to watch the fish go around the entire dinner, and it was so amazing. It was honestly my favorite place to go. Like, my favorite place to eat. And the other cool thing, too, is that they had a gift store, a gift shop, but they also had Build a Dino. They had a Build a Dino. It was a Build-A-Bear experience, but you could build a dinosaur. And obviously, you know I did it. Because it's me. Come on now. Why wouldn't I? So, of course I built one. That's so silly. So I have a purple dinosaur named Scout now. And he has a shirt. Wait, hold on. I forget what the shirt says. He's literally my child, okay? Listen. He's a purple T-Rex, and his name is Scout, right? And he has a t-shirt that says Tough Guy, and it has a Triceratops skeleton on it. If that is not my child, I don't know what is. That's literally my child. Like, that's literally me, but in a stuffed animal purple version. It's like... It was funny because I was building it with my friend, and we were like, oh, well, what do we name it? And literally, my instinct was like, my intrusive thought just goes, hi, kids, it's me, Barney. And I'm pretty sure people stared at me after I said that, but it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, show you. Oh, I didn't even think to take a picture. There's no picture of it in here. Hold on. Let me take a picture real quick, and I'll show you. He's a beautiful little bee. Hold on. I didn't think to take any pictures of the merch. I didn't put any pictures of the merch I bought in here, just because I had already put it away, and I didn't want to like overdo it with merch pictures. So hold on. Give me a moment. Okay. Let me grab the child real quick. Hold on. I need to send real quick. Hold on. Okay. So let me just grab it from Discord. Oh look, there we go. That works. So this is my little bean. This is Scout. My sweet little baby bean. He's a cute little boy. I love him. It says Tough Guy, and it's got a Triceratops skeleton on it. So, who is the father? My friend is. We're father and father. We're two fathers together to make one father. So this is our baby. He's a cute little bean. Scout out here trying to look like he ball. He do ball. What do you mean? So that's my baby I got. But yeah, so we ate T-Rex. It was amazing. I got a strawberry lemonade, which came in this beautiful little light up cup, which was very awkward when the lights went down. And you may be asking, Skiddo, why'd the lights go down? Well, you see, for every 20 minutes, the lights went down and an asteroid attack happened. Oh, you can't hear it. There we go. So the lights would light up in the ceiling, and there would be an asteroid attack every 20 minutes, an asteroid shower. And all of the dinosaurs would roar, and all of the animals would move. So you just see this up on the ceiling every 20 minutes, and the lights would go down. I feel so bad for the people that are here. These poor people are probably like, why are they filming me? I feel so bad for the people that were in the video. They're probably like, why is this wacko filming me? What, like, leave me alone? I'm just trying to eat my food. But yeah, so that happens every, I'm trying to, oh my God, why are you doing this to me? Okay, there we go. So every 20 minutes, the lights would go down, and that would happen. And it was quite an experience, especially with the light up cup, because I felt so outcasted every time it would go down. My light up cup was just literally illuminating the whole table. It was very weird, but I was expecting you to add the explosion effect meme at the end of the video. You know, I should have. I didn't even think of that. I was so, like, I was trying to get this done for today that I didn't even think of doing that. That's such a genius idea. What do you mean? You get to flex your cool cup every 20 minutes. You know, that's true. It would be cooler if it worked, but it doesn't work anymore. Ah! All those people don't realize they had a real live VTuber dino next to them. I know! They're so jealous. Imagine if they knew. Oh my God, Skiddo Rex, can I get an autograph? I don't. I think it's funny how uninterested everyone always looks in these places. I know, they just like don't care. They don't appreciate the dino. They just don't appreciate it. Okay, so after T-Rex, we walked around a little bit. So I have some fun photos to show you guys. So, this one right here to the left is Rainforest Cafe. It's a cafe, but they have a volcano at the top of it, like a fake volcano, and every once in a while they would have fire come out of the top of the volcano, and if you were nearby it, you could physically feel the heat of the fire. That's how big the flames were. It was insane. It was kind of wild how fast you can feel the heat from the flame. It was pretty incredible, but I didn't get a chance to go there and eat. So I don't know how the food is, but it was pretty cool seeing it in person though, because I've heard so much about Rainforest Cafe, and so being able to see it in person was pretty wild. You just need to replace the coin battery at the bottom of the cup. True. Well, the other thing too is that the bottom of the cup literally popped off without the air pressure changes in the airplane on the way back, which again I will explain later. One day they will say your name. All you gotta do is say my name. I don't know your name. That's it. Well, how about a game of charades? Sure, let's play it. Sorry, I had to. So every 20 minutes was a PTSD attack. Yeah, I guess. Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. That's what it came down to. So yeah, this was Rainforest Cafe. In the middle is a cute little boardwalk thing that they had. I don't know. It was like a little bridge. It was really cool. And for the World of Disney, on each of the corners of the building, they had different characters from Disney in the windows. And I saw Pinocchio, and I was like, I need to take a picture of this because I have been trying to keep Pinocchio alive since Grandma Dino passed away, since that was her absolute favorite Disney movie. So anytime I saw Pinocchio, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, this is Pinocchio. I was like, Pinocchio's still alive, let's go. So I like got super excited every time I saw Pinocchio because it reminded me of her, and I was like, man, I really wish she was alive so I could show her this. But I like to think that she was looking down on me the entire time I was at Disney, and she was smiling along with me, seeing how happy I was. So that's my sappy moment for the day. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. Let's see what else we got. Yes. So we had this cute little, this is where the bridge, oh, for God's sakes. this is where that was. We were standing over here. So this is the outlooking where the bridge was. So it was really cool. It was really pretty. They had these like blue lights in the water that were kind of illuminating. So it's pretty neat to be able to just see it, and it's cool. And like there were a lot of coins in these. I wasn't entirely sure if you were allowed to do that, but people did it anyway. Like in every fountain, in every body of water, there were always coins from people making a wish and throwing their coins in there. And I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know if I really want to do that. I'd rather not, in case you're not supposed to. The goody two shoes in me is like, nah, I'd probably not. They go to Make-A-Wish Foundation. Wait, they do? Oh, wait, you can? Oh, well, now I feel dumb. I didn't know you could. There was no signs or anything anywhere that said you could do that. Man. Oh, well. Anyway. So, here we go. Here's our fancy little Loch Ness monster. And you might be wondering, Skiddo, why does it look so pixelated? Because it's made out of Lego. Isn't that incredible? That's insane. It's all made out of Lego. It's for the Lego store, yep. There are normally only signs when you can't do something. You know, that's fair. That's a fair point, Wolken. That's fair.
Kamendachi became a TriceraPal. Kamendachi celebrates 6 months of membership. _Skidheart, glad you had fun at Disney. Hope I can one day go down and make an astromech. Really want one.
An astromech, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Woo! Yeah, I hope you can go down too. It was quite an amazing experience, and I literally haven't even... God. I've been going for half an hour. I still have all 4 parks to talk about. Okay. Yeah, it's the Lego-ness monster. He's made out of Lego. It's super cool with the Rainforest Cafe in the background. I thought that was neat. Yes. So this was in front of the Lego store. So that was in the water. And then next to the Lego store, we had Mickey Mouse doing the Fantasia thing. And then we had Star Wars. I realized that this picture is not the greatest. I realized that after I got home, I was like, man, I really could have done better with this angling. But if I had to guess, the reason I did it this way is because there was a family with a stroller in the way. Because that seemed to be the theme of the adventure, is that people with obnoxious strollers wouldn't get out of my way. It's fine. When I got my Superstar Destroyer, a lady judged me while I was buying. I'm like, lady, it's my money. I never buy stuff for myself, and I'm on vacation. Let me have my souvenir. Bro, I didn't care if people looked at me weird. I was buying what I wanted to buy. I didn't care. I saved up for it, so... I did not care. However, the crippling addiction that came with it afterwards, I did not save up for. But aside from that, it's fine. Hi, Silverwind. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, we had some Star Wars stuff here, and then we had the Fantasia Lego. It's pretty neat. 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 Alright. So, we pretty much just walked around the rest of the night, and I bought a bunch of stuff. So, it was mostly just buying and getting my purchases out of the way so that I could kind of just enjoy the parks, which I also bought stuff from the parks as well. I think the only park I didn't buy anything from was Hollywood Studios, if I remember correctly. I don't think I bought anything from Hollywood Studios. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Well, I bought... No, that's not true, because I bought some stuff for Dino Dad, but aside from that, I didn't buy anything for myself. So, I guess I did buy something from every park. Oh, well. It is what it is. This is where you play Uno reverse card. You be obnoxious yourself. Oh, yeah. Every time they look at you weird, you just start screaming like a banshee. Get out of my room! Are you going to work at a place that sells stuff and be salty when people buy said stuff? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now, some random Karen in the line behind me, she started making comments. Yeah, well, just throw her in the river. She'll be fine. If she's not, then oh well. Okay, so Thursday was my first full day at Disney. So we decided to go to Magic Kingdom, and we went back to Disney Springs because, unbeknownst to us, there was a lovely Disney parade for Halloween that we were going to maybe go to, but didn't realize that it was ticketed, so we couldn't go. And the parks closed at 6 that day. So we were like, well, what do we do? And we decided to go back to Disney Springs. But it was still fun. Okay, so we got to ride the monorail, which is pretty neat. This was the monorail over here. They had a bunch of different colors. And it was pretty neat being able to ride the monorail. First time ever. Pretty neat. So we got to go on the monorail. We waited in line. We had early access because we were staying at the Dolphin, if you remember. So all the parks we went to, we had half an hour early access. So we were able to get into the parks earlier, which was pretty great. So it was pretty cool. And so we got in early. We were able to see the Cinderella's castle before any other people started getting in front of it and started crowding the place up, which was pretty neat. So we got our pictures and we started walking around a bit. And so the first ride we decided to go to was Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. We actually rode this one twice because it was so much fun the first time. So we decided to do it again. I don't remember if I did lightning lanes for half of the parks. I did lightning lanes for like half the parks, and I don't remember if I had a lightning pass for this one or not. But it was really fun, and it was the line went pretty quickly the first time. So it was pretty great. Yeah, we did. Okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah, I didn't have any lightning passes for Magic Kingdom, so we just kind of waited in line for this one, and we weren't sure how fast the line was gonna go because I've heard that this is a pretty insane, like very popular ride. So I wasn't sure how well it was gonna go, but it went by pretty fast. So I was pretty impressed with that. It was pretty great. I also wanted to ride Tiana's new ride, but unbeknownst to me, it's virtual queue only. So you have to be in the virtual queue at 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. and I didn't know that. A lot of the rides are like, not a lot of the rides, but a decent amount of the rides are like that. So I wasn't entirely sure that was, I didn't know that was a thing until later on in our stay. But yeah, so these are some of the pictures I took. So that's the Tiana's Foods Castle thing, whatever, with the little crown, that ride that goes to her ride. And then this was part of the Mountain Railroad thing. Oh my God, please speak correctly, Skiddo. Okay, let me try that again. Every ride that you went to, the majority of the rides had things for you to look at. There were a ton of props that you were able to actually go in and look at while you were waiting for the ride, which was pretty neat. So this was part of the props that they had. So they have like the Big Thunder Mountain different bell things that they have for each ride and whatever, for the mine or whatever. And it was pretty cool to be able to see all the different props they had. This is the ride. This is the entrance to the ride, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It's literally a giant train. So it's like you're on the train. The train is the engine part of the roller coaster. And then they have like the different seats, like the, what is it called? Like the cars that you can sit in, and the train is essentially you go around on the giant train. But it's pretty cool. Virtual queue. Yeah. So you had to queue in on the app. All of Disney World is basically run on their app that they have, and you have to basically religiously use that like there's no tomorrow. So at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m., they open up the queue for however long, and you have to reserve your spot in that specific queue. and then that way you'd be able to ride it. They will give you a time slot that you have to go and ride it, and they allow you to go in that way. But there's a couple rides that you can only ride using the virtual queue. Like the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride is like that too, and that's actually how I found out about the virtual queue thing, because we wanted to go on that, but we couldn't because of that specific thing, and that's Hollywood Studios. But that was actually how we found out about the virtual queue, was because we wanted to go on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, and we weren't able to because we weren't part of the virtual queue, and I did research on it and found that out. But yeah, so this is the ride. Here are some more different prop thingies, although these two are for a completely different ride. This is just a thing. I don't know. This is just to show you where everything was. These two over here are for the Jungle Cruise. The Jungle Cruise brought you through the jungle. It was a cruise. It was a boat. That there's really nothing else to it. It's not a real spider for anybody who has arachnophobia. There's not a real spider in there. Please do not be freaked out. It's okay. They also had like these boat things. The lady that we had that was on our tour was actually so witty. It was hilarious. She was like extremely witty with everything that she would say. It was great. She would talk about the elephants, and she'd be like, you know what, elephants have the greatest memory in like all of the animal kingdom. She'd be like, I wish I had a memory like that. And then like 10 minutes later would go by, and she'd say it again. She'd say it about she'd say it about the elephants again, and then 10 minutes would go by. She'd say it about the elephants again. It was kind of funny. But yeah, it was really good. It was a really cool cruise to be able to go on, and she would talk all about like the different things and stuff. And the animals were not real; they were all animatronics. But we got to see real animals in Animal Kingdom, so it worked out. Let's burn the spider down. Wait, the spider got melted and decayed? Maybe, I don't know. Possible. Did you find some gators? I may have seen a real one. I don't really know. I'm assuming it was one. I saw one in the water while we were at Epcot. It looks like a fun ride. It was really fun. It wasn't like a roller coaster or anything. It was just one of those you sit and listen while looking around at your surroundings. But it was nice to be able to just sit for a couple minutes too. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. And they had like I said, they had a bunch of props hanging around and stuff as you were going around the water, and she was talking. So it was pretty neat to be able to see that. We also rode Aladdin's, what is it called? Magic Carpets of Aladdin. I wrote all this down because I knew I was going to forget the names of everything. We also rode the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, and before we got on, we actually saw the cast members, Aladdin and Jasmine, walking around. They were actually on their ride, and they hung out with these lovely people over here. So I thought that was pretty cool that we were actually able to see the people in the park, like the cast members of the park, because there weren't really a lot walking around. We didn't get to really see a lot of them, so it was kind of cool to see them up close. So we did this one. This one was pretty fun. It was really fun to do. So really enjoyed that. We also did where's my pen? Hold on. I'm gonna cross out the ones I talk about so I don't forget that I talked about them and then talk about them again. Okay, so I told you about the Mountain Railroad. I told you about the Jungle Cruise. I told you about the Aladdin. Okay. So I don't know. I don't think I have. Well, we'll see where this takes us. Okay. I actually don't remember. I've never really seen too many. Yeah, pretty cool. I don't actually remember what else I put in here. Okay, so we also saw the butt end of one of the Disney shows that they had going on. So we did get to see some of these characters up here. So we saw Anna, Elsa, Rapunzel. We saw Tiana, Goofy, Olaf, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy. We saw a whole bunch of characters. There were a whole bunch of them on the stage, and they were all dancing and singing, and it was so cool to be able to see them. And be able to experience it. It's so crazy because like their eyes actually blink. Like the Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Olaf, Goofy, like all of their eyes actually blink and they move and stuff, which is pretty insane to me. That the technology has come to that point where they're able to actually like blink the eyes and stuff. Hi Quinn, welcome to the stream. It was insane that they were able to actually like make that so that they blink and the eyes move and stuff. It kind of makes me wonder how they do it. I'm kind of curious about that. Disney definitely spends good money on those suits. I'd hope so. I hope they have air conditioning in there. I hope they have air conditioning in those suits because it gets hot in Florida. I can only imagine how it is in California too. So I mean, I hope that they have some lovely little things in there so they can see you. They can. They see me.
Skiddo wishes she had the memory of an elephant. That would have made a great bit though.
I know, that would have been amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat, Vulcan Toot Toot. Skiddo wishes she had the memory of an elephant. You know, the elephant has an amazing memory that's 10 times better than the human brain. I wish I had a memory like that. I wish I had a memory like that too. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. Nobody's actually in them. Bro, what a plot twist that would be. That would be such an amazing plot twist. Plot twist, nobody's in them. What? That's crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room rats. Here we go. Next one we did was Tomorrowland Speedway. Now, when I talk about these rides, I don't remember in what order we did them, so I can't promise that they're in the order or that we did them. That's my little disclaimer. I'm reading off of my little thing and going off of where I put them in the slideshow, okay? All right. So we did Tomorrowland Speedway, and I was behind the wheel. Yee! We didn't die, so that's good. So essentially we got our own little race car and we got to drive around the little racetrack, which was pretty fun. I got to be behind the wheel and thankfully nobody died, so that was good. Thankfully you do not need a license to be able to drive these. Because that would have been unfortunate. But I did good. I didn't crash into anything. I didn't crash into anybody. I felt so high end because you had to like stop a little bit behind the people that you were in front of, and I was like, man, I'm actually driving. Look at me. I mean, I've driven before, but I was just like, dang, look at me, I'm driving. If they saw me driving, they may change that. They specifically said no bumping into anybody, so I did my best not to bump into anybody. I did it exactly how they wanted it, and it worked out. I did pretty good. I was proud of myself. I gave myself a pat on the back when I was done. I was like, good job, Skiddo, you did good. So, and my tail, the only thing was that my tail was in the way. These were very small seats, and so it was rather uncomfortable, my tail being squished up against the seat, but aside from that, it was pretty great. It was pretty great. I had a good time. So this was a pretty fun one to do. And the line wasn't that long. The line was, I think it was about a 10-minute wait. But it wasn't that bad, though. It was actually pretty good. It was, it went by pretty quickly because they were very fast at getting people in and out. So, no deaths on the Skiddosaurus Rex watch. Nope. No deaths here. So, yeah, it was pretty good. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. We also did the Carousel of Progress. This one is actually a last-minute one that we thought about doing because my coworker actually told me to do it. So, oh no! I just drew up my Skiddo mouse pad! Ah! No! No! Spain. It's fine. Anyway, I'll forget it there, I hope. Alright, so we also did the Carousel of Progress. My coworker actually is the one that told us that we should do this because it was amazing, and I did. And we did. And it was so cool. And so, essentially, the Carousel of Progress is a ride that essentially shows you the progress we've made with technology throughout the years. And it starts with, like, the 40s or 50s. I don't remember exactly what year it started, but it starts with the 40s or 50s, and, like, it keeps going up per year and shows you the progress we've made with technology. And it's actually so cool to be able to see the progress we've made with all the different stuff. Because like as you can see with this one, this is the current year, and they have like the VR headset, and the grandma's using the VR headset, and the mom is on the computer with her phone in her hand. They're talking about like their presents and stuff, and it was pretty cool. Pretty cool to be able to see all the progress and stuff. And let me tell you, the animatronics that Disney has created are top, like they're top tier. Like they're next level animatronics. Like the eyes blink, the heads move, the hands move, the mouth moves. Like it's just like it's not like you're looking at a person, but like it almost feels like that sometimes, because just the way that they move, it makes you think that you're actually looking at a person talking. It's insane. It's pretty impressive. So I thought this was a really cool ride, and I really like this one a lot. So it was pretty cool. Hi Skiddo, did you and Dino Dad have fun while at Disney? Hi John, I did not go with Dino Dad. I went with a friend from school, and yes, I had fun. Disney has perfected animatronics. They really have. It's insane how high-end these animatronics are on all of the rides, not just this one specifically, but all of them. It's insane. Like I was blown away at how well all of these came out. Like how all of these worked. It was insane. Like even the VR headset, like on the grandmother, like when it came time for her to play, the VR headset actually came down over her eyes. And then it would like go back up when she was done playing. It was insane. I was blown away. I thought it was a really cool ride. And it smelled musty. It smelled like 70s. Not that I know what the 70s smelled like, but I mean, maybe I do. I'm 66 million years old. Who knows? Who knows? Hope they're not biting anyone. Nope, they didn't bite anybody. Nobody got hurt in the making of the carousel progress. Just wait till Skynet is hooked up to Disney. Oh god. And to think in the 90s animatronics were really choppy. I know how much they have changed. How much they have changed in the last 2 decades. Pretty insane. Yeah, so the carousel project was cool. I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World. Me neither. This was my first time at Disney World, and I've never been to Disneyland. So Florida's the farthest I've been away from home. So it was a pretty big adventure, but I really enjoyed it. So this is the carousel of progress. We also got to ride the Walt Disney World Railroad. So this was the train that took you around to all the different areas of the park. There were 4 or 5 different areas that it would take you to. 4 or 5 different theme parks, I guess, of Magic Kingdom. So this train would take you to all the different parks. So we got to ride this. It was pretty cool, being able to just chill for a few minutes, letting my feetsies rest, because my feet hurt so much every day. But it was worth it. Pretty cool being able to go on it and ride it though. I had a lot of fun on the little train. It was nice to be able to just sit there and vibe, listening to the music that were playing over the radio. It's a lot of walking there. It is. It's a lot of walking. I had over 21,000 steps pretty much every day. There were a couple days that were a little bit less, but it was over like 16,000 steps every day. It was insane. There was a lot of walking. Also, I also got to see this cute little fire department that they have, which was amazingly neat to be able to see, because as you all know, Dino Dad is a firefighter. So I actually video called him and showed him the fire station with all the different props that they had in it. And it was also really cool to be able to see the various Dalmatians that they had in here. Because for those of you who know, 101 Dalmatians is my favorite Disney movie. Wow, perfect timing. Hi, Dino Dad. You could not have had better timing. Oh my goodness. You could not have had better timing. So yeah, it was really cool to be able to see the fire department. Little fire department that they had. Oh, I just noticed this. That's so cool. The pumpkin has a fire hydrant carved into it. Wait, what's the other one? I think it's a Dalmatian. Oh, that's so cute. I actually didn't notice that when we were there. So there's a pumpkin. There's There's a fire hydrant carved into this one, and I think it's a Dalmatian in the other one. I'll have to zoom in on it later. Wait, actually, I have my phone. Let me check. I'm fairly certain that's a Dalmatian carved into the other pumpkin. That's so cool! Oh my gosh, I love that. I love Disney. It's amazing. Hold on while I just fangirl real quick. Let me just see real quick what that where is it? Hold on, I went too fast. I went too far. There we go. That's so neat. Yeah, it's a Dalmatian. That's so cool. Watching on my phone. Firehouse internet is bad tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just talking about the Disney trip. Yeah, so there's a Dalmatian carved into this one, and then there's a fire hydrant carved into this one. That's so cool. But it was cool, and they had a ton of different department patches, which was pretty neat to be able to see because there was ones from all over the world, and it was cool. There were so many different patches, and I got to show Dino Dad. I video chatted him and showed him all the different patches, and I showed him the inside of the firehouse. It was really cool. I really hope he enjoyed it because I was very excited to find it and show him. So. Skiddo said the fire department thrice while streaming. A pure fire way to summon Dino Dad. Yep, I guess so. Hope you have a smooth night at the firehouse. Yes, we always hope that here. Here's where we ate for dinner. Hi Rain, welcome to the stream. I found a Pinocchio restaurant. And as I had said earlier, I'm trying to keep Pinocchio alive in my family. So we have the Pinocchio Village Hall. It's a restaurant. It's all Pinocchio themed. And I was so excited to go here. I was like, oh my gosh, can we please go here? And my friend was like, yeah, sure, that's okay. I was like, yes, let's go. And so we went in, and it was all Pinocchio themed. Like the entire inside was Pinocchio themed. Like here is the board, and they had the little lady from the song, and then they had like all the different clocks that Geppetto made. So cool. And I had the blue raspberry slushie, by the way. It was pretty good. I got a chicken parm sandwich with the blue raspberry slushie, and the chicken parm sandwich was it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. Like I still ate it and I still enjoyed it, but my bread for my sandwich was very soggy. It's okay though. The fries were pretty good. I enjoyed the fries a lot. The fries are really yummy. So they kept it to its Italian origins. Kind of, I guess. But I was just so in awe with all of the different Pinocchio themed things. Like there were so many different murals on the wall that were in ode to the movie, and they had so many different sculptures. Like they had this, hi diddly dee, an actor's life for me. So they had the fox, Mr. Fox, and the cat thing. I don't remember what their names are, but they had these, and they had Pinocchio singing, and they had like all the different structures, like the different carvings in the wall were so cool. And then they had like the paintings that had the murals on the wall, and like all different odes to Pinocchio, and they had like all different sayings, all different they had all different sayings, they had all different quotes, they had all different songs on there. It was amazing, and I was just in awe the entire time being there, just taking it all in. This is the moment that I was like, man, I wish Grandma Dino was here so I could show her this, because she would be she would love this so much. But like I said earlier, she was looking down on me, smiling while I was smiling in Disney. So I was really, really excited to go here and just experience it in person. So I was very grateful that I was able to eat here. So it was really cool. I'm not done talking about Magic Kingdom, so I'm going to just leave it here for a second. So we also did a few other rides too. We did Dumbo the Flying Elephant, We did Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Pirates of the Caribbean, and we did the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train as well. All of those rides were so fun. They were amazing. The Winnie the Pooh one was really, really short and was kind of underwhelming, but we more so did it just so that way we could sit for a few minutes and rest while being in the cool, because it was a ride that wasn't outside. So we just kind of did it to just beat the heat a little bit and just kind of sit down for a few minutes, because by that point our feet were killing us and we were ready to just kind of like die for the day. So we just kind of did that to just relax a bit. The Pirates of the Caribbean one, Caribbean, I don't know, whatever. Pirates of the Caribbean. It was so cool. I am not really big on Pirates of the Caribbean, but I was in awe at how they did this entire ride. Like, I can't explain it. Like, they made it so that you felt like you were it was nighttime. It was legitimately nighttime. And any time that there was like a fire or something, like they had like a campfire or something going, you could smell the fire. Like you could smell the burning wood. It was amazing. And that's the one thing that's kind of neat about Disney, is that they have all of those scents sprayed around. So like you can smell freshly baked cookies wherever you go in certain parts of the parks. And like this, you could smell the fire. It was very cool. It was amazing. And the animatronics, again, just top tier. So good. It was literally so well done. And I loved it so much. Even though like I said, I'm not huge on Pirates of the Caribbean, but I was blown away, really. I just was like, wow, this is really cool. They know how to use their immersion. They really do. They really, really do. It was so cool. Dumbo the Flying Elephant was also really cool too. It's just one of those. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as the Aladdin one. It was the same ride, just Dumbo instead of the flying carpets. But it was the same thing. We just wanted to sit down for a couple minutes and just take a breather. It was kind of funny though, because we were coming into the entrance to go to wait for the ride, and this family got kind of broken up, and the lady that was trying to reconnect with her family, instead of going around the wall, because there was a literal wall in between her and her family, instead of like trying to like go around the wall and meet up with them, she literally climbed over the wall, and she got yelled at. She got yelled at by Disney staff. They were like, you can't be climbing over the walls. It's like, somebody could get hurt that way. You need to go around. It's not that hard. And I was like, bro, that's awkward. Trying to break the rules to get on the Dumbo ride. I was like, all right, cool. Whatever you say, bro. But I was just like, man, they really want to ride Dumbo for breaking the rules and jumping over the walls. I was like, all right, you do you, bro. But it was the Dumbo ride was kind of the same as the other rides. It was what it was. But maybe she was a spider, maybe. When I was still a baby, my parents took me to Disney, and some crazy lady was running people over with her baby stroller, baby inside it. My mom nearly went off on her. It's no different. It's no different. You know how many times I almost got ran over by a baby stroller because they weren't paying attention? Too many. Too many times. Too many times. It was pretty insane as to, like, how many times I almost got ran over by a baby stroller. And it's not like those little, like, one kid baby strollers either. It's the behemoth strollers that look like battleships that, like, they're getting ready to deploy into war. All right, kids. Time to deploy into war. Are you ready? And it's like, fire the missiles. It's like, do you really need a baby stroller that massive for one child? Like, They got 2 cannons and death charges. They do. They do. I've seen it. War babies. Send in the battle strollers. Dun, da, da, da. They all come in with the strollers. Got the big, massive strollers with the little cannons on the side that shoot out little gumballs as the cannons. The cannonballs. The cannonballs are replaced with little gumballs, and you just fire the cannons, and then they just like, poof, 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 and they just hit everybody that's in the way. There should be days with kids at Disney where kids aren't allowed. I agree. I feel like Disney would be so much more enjoyable that way. You know how many I had so many kids behind me that were like screaming. And they were like screaming bloody murder because they didn't get what they wanted. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like, it'd be one thing if they were crying. I can kind of understand the crying, but the screaming, the high-pitched, like, piercing screaming, it's like, does that really need to happen? This will be the next Disney movie. So true. We should recruit them to our crusade to avenge Skiddo. Yeah! Avenge me from the person who sold me a scrapper coin. See, that's a kid that hasn't been tied up by their ankles. Bro, that's bad. Oh. Ooh, that's borderline cancel culture right there. Careful with what you say. Woohoo! The best birth control, other people's kids. Honestly, so true. Honestly, so true. It was an attitude adjustment. So true. The last ride we did at Magic Kingdom was the Seven Dwarfs. Well, it wasn't the last ride, but the last ride I'm going to talk about was the Seven Dwarfs minecart ride thingy. I forget how long the wait was. It was probably at least 45 minutes, somewhere around there. But it wasn't that long of a wait. Like, it was a long wait, but it wasn't that long of a wait. Like, I felt like the line went by kind of quickly. But it was fun, though. It was a really cool roller coaster to be able to go on, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't, like, one that was, like, super crazy in the sense of, like, there were a lot of, like, twists and turns and dips and whatever else. But there were a few, like, small drops that made your tummy go, woo! But it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I would rather hear children screaming in public versus in a confined place like a plane. Thankfully, I did not have any screaming kids on both flights. I was very thankful for that, believe me. I was very, very thankful for that. I did not want to deal with any screaming kids on the plane. Thankfully, there were no screaming kids on both flights, so I was happy about that. Wait, I dangle my 8-month-old niece by her ankle all the time. She loves it. How many kids in public? Too many. Yeah, so we did the dwarves, Seven Dwarves ride. That one was pretty fun. I really like roller coasters, but I like the tame ones. I don't like the super extreme crazy, you're gonna break your back on these ones. So it was nice to be able to do some tame ones, because I honestly don't even remember the last time I was on a roller coaster. I don't remember the last time I was at an amusement park, never mind a roller coaster. So it was pretty cool to be able to experience the roller coasters again. It was really fun. So then after Magic Kingdom, the park closed at 6 because of the parade. So went back to Disney Springs, and we kind of walked around there for a bit. We got to watch the fireworks from Magic Kingdom. They were kind of far away, though, so it was kind of hard to see. But it was still kind of cool to see the fireworks and walk around and just enjoy the scenery. It wasn't crowded either. There weren't a lot of people there, which was nice. So it was nice to be able to just kind of walk around and like do our own thing and hang out. So roller coaster, I hardly know her. Oh, for God's sakes. Gotta keep Ginger's name up. I know. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry. So next day, on the next day, we went back to the hotel. We slept. Okay, Friday. We went to Epcot. Wow! So exciting! I get to talk to you guys about all my food that I ate. I showed most of you in the Discord, but for those of you who aren't in the Discord, you guys get to see what I ate at Epcot. Woo! Pretty exciting. Okay, so this is our boat ride. We had to take a boat ride from the hotel to Epcot. It was a pretty quick ride. It was maybe 10-15 minutes. It was pretty quick. So, yeah. So here's where we first got into the park. Again, we have early access, so we were able to kind of see everything before it started getting crowded. So this was Japan. So there were a couple cool looking Japanese style buildings, which I really enjoyed seeing. So yeah, he's building a desk for his grandfather, I think. That's what at least he said in the Discord. Anyway. So we got to see some cool Japanese style buildings. It's some structures. So pretty neat to be able to see all the different buildings. And then you got the Epcot golf ball in the middle. Here's another Japanese style house. This is where I actually went to order some food later. But it wasn't open at the time, so I just took a picture of it. It was pretty cool. We got the Torii Gate, yep. And we got some cool Japanese style places where you could go and eat your food. Nom 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 nom. This was, I think, Italy. So we got some cool European style buildings. Because I don't actually remember if this is Italy or not. It was pretty cool. It was seeing all the structural buildings, all the fancy looking buildings and whatever. I don't know. It was pretty cool to be able to see. So, I enjoyed it. So yeah, it was cool. Then we had this little walkway over here. Again, you can see the Epcot golf ball. Pretty neat. Then they had this cute little like train set up with the electronic trains. So it was pretty cool. They had like 3 trains going around the tracks, and they were pretty cool. There was one that had smoke, which I thought was pretty neat too. It was like an actual locomotive that had like the smoke coming out of the stock, whatever it's called, the thing. I don't know, whatever it's called, the thing. It was really cool though. I really enjoyed seeing all those, and I mainly took these pictures for Dino Bro because I know that he loves his trains. So the smokestack, yeah, thank you, Foot. It was coming out of the smokestack. So I took these for Dino Bro because I thought he would like those because he loves his trains. So I sent those for Dino Bro. We rode a couple rides here at Epcot. The first one we did was Soarin' Around the World, which was super cool. Essentially, it brought you into the air, and it was like this massive bowed screen, and it was like you were literally flying over the world, and the ride would move as you were going up and down into the sky, like in the sky, and as you were going over like different parts of the land, you could actually smell where you were. So like there was one part that had a bunch of animals and stuff, and you actually could smell the grass from the place where you were. And one of the places that we actually went over was Taj Mahal, and you could actually smell like the different smells, and it actually smelled pretty good. It smelled pretty good over the Taj Mahal. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say it smelled pretty good over there. Did you smell poopies? I did not. I was disappointed. I was expecting to smell animal poop, but I did not. I was a little disappointed, but it's all right. Oh, okay. Sorry, my computer just told me my password was found in the data breach. I'll deal with that later. Ooh, sword. I love flying that ride. Yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. So it was really cool to be able to see. I wish it was longer, honestly. I wish the ride was longer because it felt like it went by way too fast. But it was so worth it. Absolutely worth it. I think it was the first ride we did. We also did a couple other ones too. We did the Seas with Nemo and Friends because I thought that would be kind of fun to do. The Seas with Nemo and Friends was a little underwhelming. It was okay, but I was kind of like bored of it. But these are little jellyfish that were part of the ride. I was a little bored of it, I'm gonna be honest. But what came after was a huge surprise because my friend and I did not know that there was going to be a little aquarium after you got off the ride. So that was pretty cool to be able to see that. I demand a refund. I didn't smell poop at your park. I know. I demand all my money back. But I was very surprised because I did not know that there was going to be an aquarium. So it was a surprise mini aquarium that we got to see at Epcot, and it was so cool. They had so many fishies. They had so many stuff. See, so we have an eel over here. What was the coolest thing in the aquarium? Oh, don't worry, I'm getting to that. They had an eel, then they had a sea anemone, and then they had the little fishies. They had little bubbles. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. If you ever seen Finding Nemo, you'll know what I'm talking about. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. So they had cute little fishies. Then they had some seahorses. Then they had some starfishies. That starfish got cake. And then they had another fishy over here. Did you see Goomba? I did. Wait, did I put... Oh, I don't think I put any pictures of Goomba in here. Wait, hold on. I did see sharks. I saw a hammerhead shark. And I saw another shark, but I don't think I put the pictures in here because they're very hard to see and they're very blurry. But yes, I did see some sharks. It was very cool. Yeah, the pictures came out really, really blurry, so you can't even tell that they're sharks. I'm very disappointed. But it was really cool though. Got to see sharks. Pretty cool. My bubbles. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you got it. Look at this starfish though, all caked up. He's a caked up starfish. He's just living his best life. But the best thing I think in the entire aquarium was the manatee. They had 2 manatees and I love them so much. I want them. I want them to be my friend. Look, he's looking right at me. He wants to be my friend. She wants to be my friend. I want to be her friend or his friend. I don't know. I want to be their friend. He's looking right at me saying, "Hi friend, how you doing?" I love manatees. They're so cute. Look at him. He's just vibing. He's living his best life. Disney takes care of their animals, so he's living his best life. Blurred to protect the shark identities. So true, Feared. So true. They tip over canoes in the wild, do they? Probably deserved. Yeah, so it's a manatee. They had 2 manatees. They were very cute little babies, and I wanted to pat them, but they told me no, and I was sad. But it's okay. I still got to see them and experience them. I love them. They're cute little babies. Also illegal to pet them even though they will come up to you. Wait, what? It's illegal to pet them? Why is it illegal? Why is it illegal? Why is it illegal to pet them? Probably because they're endangered, if I had to guess. Yeah. Super endangered, yeah. That's probably why. Super illegal. Bruh, I want to pat them, though. They're so cute. Manatee, when it's too hot for a mana hoodie. Bruh. But I bumped. Also, yeah, girl, I'm back. What are you going to do about it, Generally a transmission of diseases. Yeah, probably. Yo, I just listened to the stream beginning at 3x. Now hearing normal speed Skiddo talking is weird. my condolences. I don't know how you deal with listening to me at 3 times the speed. Hi everybody, hope you're my name is Skiddo. Today we're going to be talking about Florida. Yeah, with a lot of endangered species, it's illegal to touch them at all for safety reasons. That's fair. Chipmunk, Skiddo, I know. Christmas time is here. Time for toys. Imagine when you just did it 3x. Bro, I'm gonna have to go find it later and try it. It's just probably gonna be. But yeah, so we got the cute little manatee. Adorable. Here's some more stuff for you. Disney had. Make it a clip? Yeah, for sure. Disney had cute little rocks in the shape of the Mickey head in the bottom of the tank, which I thought was pretty neat. Then they had quite a few stingrays. I was very surprised. There was a lot of stingrays. And then they had more tropical fishies. They had Dory. Look at Dory. Isn't that cute? They had Dory. They had a sea flap. Yeah. They had a sea flap. And they had the manatee instead of the hoodie. They had some sharks. It was pretty cool. They had a lot of stuff. And I put this in here specifically because I wanted to point out and make a public service announcement that, oh wait. Okay, wait, I think it's the next slide. Sorry. We have some more coral here. Let me try this again. We're gonna make a public service announcement. Cuttlefish are not cute and they should not be cuddled. That is my this is my public service announcement for today. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Cuttlefish are not cute and should not be cuddled. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The more you know. What do you mean? That's adorable. Not to me. They're ugly. I think they're cute, but definitely don't cuddle them. False advertising. Cuttlefish are so cute. This is hearsay. No, it's not. They're scary looking. Look at how freaky they are. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's adorable. No, it's not. Don't gaslight me. He's just a little guy. I did find Dory. Yeah, look. Did you see it? Look, Dory. I found a Dory. She's right here. Finding Dory. Dory has been found. Cancel all the movies. Cancel the merchandise. She's been found. No more Dory. No more Dory searching. No more Dory searching. She's been found. It's okay. You know, they probably think the same about dinosaurs. Well, probably because we'd eat them. Can I take back my VTuber votes? No! Why would you do that? Oh, I completely forgot to advertise that. Middle of the stream advertising. If you haven't voted in the VTuber Awards yet, you should vote for me for Hidden Gem and, I forgot what the other one is. I have two branches that I can be part of. Hidden Gem and Rising Star, I think, is the other one. So if you haven't voted in the VTuber Awards already, you should definitely vote for me, because it would be really cool to be nominated. And I really think that after all the hard work I've done, I should get nominated for something. Okay, thank you. Also, the dinosaur keychain in the merch store is going away in 3 days, so make sure you get it before it is no longer available in the store. And also, don't forget that I have Christmas merch, so enjoy your Christmas merch while you can. I appreciate it. Yeah. Skiddo slandered Cuttlefish, so it's totally acceptable. No! But what about all the hard work I put in this year?
I wanted a second keychain, and I can help with the funding for the new. And number 34, addiction, and number 34. And I can get some of the holiday merch now.
Yeah! Thank you, Tyrus! Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Get all the merch, guys! Get all the merch! Thank you, Tyrus, for your lovely purchase. I don't know what you bought other than the keychain, but I appreciate it. Thank you! All right, let's continue on with the slideshow. We also did Living with the Land. That was the last ride we did in Epcot. It was really cool, actually. We found out that Disney grows all of their crops, and they use those in all the food that they make in the parks. So all of the food that you eat when you're on Disney grounds, they actually grow themselves. They don't buy like mass-produced food or anything. They grow it themselves, which is pretty neat. It's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty impressive. And they had like acres and acres and acres of all different kinds of food and crops and fish and all different kinds of resources. It was really cool. Like they had this whole thing about basil, and it tells you, like, because of the Food and Wine Festival, they tell you which stands are actually using this specific basil in their dishes, which I think is pretty insane. Did you get to see their shaped pumpkins? I don't think so. No, I do not believe so. Disney's so rich it doesn't outsource groceries. I wore the sweater yesterday. It's more comfortable than I thought it would be. You heard it here first from Dino Dad. Get yourself some ugly sweaters. Woo! I actually really like mine. It's very comfortable. I agree. Hey! Thank you, girl, for getting the keychain. Wow! Thank you! This reminds me that Epcot was originally going to be its own city of the future. I mean, it feels like it is. I got the holiday shirt and the mug this time. Heck yeah, let's go! Alright, continuing on. Here's some more stuff. I got some plants. We got a date palm, because I thought that was funny. It just looks like a giant, pineapple. And then we got some all different kinds of gourds and whatnot over here. Ew, being nice. I know, imagine being nice. Sadly, I should be going to bed. I gotta be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I got a long drive today. Okay, bye, Foot. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope to see you at the next streams in the next couple days. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Experimental prototype city of tomorrow. Yes. Beautiful. It's not a giant pineapple. I know. I saw it too. I was like, oh my god, it's a giant pineapple. And then I saw the thing that said it was a date palm. I was like, man. That's so sad. Why does it have to be a date palm? Why can't it be a month palm or a year palm? Why has it got to be a date palm? That feels kind of directed towards somebody that shouldn't be directed towards. Why can't it be a date palm? I mean, a night palm, whatever. You know what I mean? A month palm or a year palm. Me want bite. Forbidden pineapple delight. Me want deep fried. Oh yeah, I got let out early today, so I'm able to join stream. Yeah, sir. Let's go. No sponge living inside. I know, it's rigged. I hate it. Date palms produce the only dates I can get. But living in the land was a really cool ride. I really enjoyed it. It was really cool to be able to see all the different crops that they grow and stuff. And it was on the water too, so it was kind of nice to be able to just sit for a few minutes and enjoy the cool air, because they had a lot of fans going too, which was nice. So, hi YouTube, welcome to the stream. Even though you've been here for a bit, you just said heyo, so I said hi back. So we kind of started our eats. We started our eats here in Mexico. So if I ask someone on a date, is it a tradition to take them on a date palm? Yeah, I mean, might be. It's possible. Might be possible to go on a date palm, but yeah. So this is where we started our food journey. We started in Mexico. Avocados from Mexico. So yeah, we started in Mexico. We had from Mexico churros. Woo! Because that's completely normal to have, I guess. I don't know. So we had churros from Mexico. Also tried a watermelon margarita, I think is what it was called. I forget exactly what it was. It was like some sort of spicy margarita, but it was like watermelon, and they had like little spices in it and stuff, and it was gross. It was nasty. I did not like it. It was gross. It was way too spicy. It tasted nasty. Don't recommend. But we had churros in that. from Mexico. And then you slander cuttlefish and margarita. No, you need to understand, this was not a regular margarita, okay? It had spices in it. They put spicy spices in the margarita. They don't belong there. It's supposed to be sweet. I feel lied to. Margaritas are supposed to be sweet, and they put spices in the margarita. I don't like it. It's not allowed. Shouldn't be a thing. I was very disappointed. I said I'm definitely taking my votes back now. Why? It's a spicy margarita. It's a spicy Rita. But it was, yeah, it was kind of, I didn't really like it too much. But it's okay. So chilies and chocolate are a thing. Spicy and sweet can work. It can, but I just didn't like it. I'm sorry. Cliffs is gonna try to fight Skiddo at this rate. What do you mean? Let me get through. Let me try and redeem myself a bit, okay? Before you try and cancel me. Sheesh. Then we had China. And for China, we had pan-fried chicken dumplings. Those were actually pretty good. I actually liked them. I thought they were pretty decent. They were yummy. I liked the pan-fried chicken dumplings. They were pretty good. I gave them a yummy nummy. A nummy nummy. I ate them because they were good. I thought they were good. So I enjoyed those. And then we went to India. And for India, we had tiki masala with naan bread. Why is my nose so itchy? I was not a huge fan of tiki masala. It was okay, but I didn't love it. Naan bread was good though, but I was not a huge fan of tiki masala. It was a little too on the hot side for me. But I didn't hate it though. It wouldn't be like my first choice, but I didn't hate it. Wait, what do you mean? Why am I 0 for 3? I like the chicken dumplings. What do you mean? It's not for everybody. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I know. I'm sorry. I knew that talking about my foods was gonna make people upset. Okay. I'm gonna offend some cultures here. I know. I'm sorry. It was just too spicy for me. I can't do too spicy because it upsets my stomach. I'm sorry. I'm not slandering it. I'm just saying it wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite thing, and I can't do spicy. I'm sorry. I don't like spicy stuff. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's why you bring Tums. I did. I just left them at the hotel room. Hi Killjoy. Welcome to the stream. I don't judge on taste for the most part. That's fair. Alright, just be proud of me that I actually tried it, okay? For those of you that know me, you know that I would be very hesitant to try something like this. So just be proud of me that I tried it, okay? First the cuttlefish, then the margaritas, and then whatever that Indian food is. What is it? Don't worry, it gets better. What do you mean no? What do you mean no, Dino Dad? What do you mean no? Okay, so I'm continuing on now. Okay, so I don't exactly know what country this is from. I think it's Africa, but I'm not really sure because there wasn't really any sort of indication as to what country this was from. So I'm just gonna say it's the unknown country. And this was white chocolate mousse. Now this was good. I like sweets, so this was good. I really enjoyed the white chocolate mousse. There was a cute little cookie at the bottom, and there was like some cookie, I think, baked into it almost because there was some crunchy parts. But it was really good. It was very good. I really enjoyed this one a lot. I loved it. Did the moose have antlers? No, it did not. Somebody took the antlers away. Hi, Glenn. Welcome to the stream. Africa is a continent, not a country. Shh. Don't worry about it. I'm tired. Give me a break. Shh. Okay. You're in Austria, the one with the cuckoo clocks, not the kangaroos. Give all white chocolate to Skiddo. The next one is from the Alps. I guess. I don't really know. The problem with this one is that it said it was the Alps, but the map said it was in Norway. So I'm not entirely sure what this one is either, because the Alps is not in Norway. So I don't really know what this one was. This was not my favorite. I did not like this one. And I don't know how to say what it is, so I'm literally just showing it to you. I just literally showed you the name. It's literally alpine ham, baby potatoes, conchirons, and a baguette. And it was not great. I don't like pickles, first of all, so the pickle was a big thumbs down for me. And then it literally was just bread with cheese. And the bread got all soggy from the cheese. And it just wasn't great. It just... Bleh. It's a swish dish. That's what I thought. But it's just like... Yeah. There's no pickles on the items. It's underneath. See it? It's right there underneath the bread. Without the cheese or the pickles, it's just bread. I know, alright? Give me a break. Usually you have a pot of molten cheese to dip the bread into. And the pickles are on the side. Okay, but you see this, right? They put the bread right on the pickle so that the bread soaks up the pickle juices. And then they have the cheese next to the pickle, so the pickle's getting mixed in with the cheese. It's not a good... I just don't like it. It's not a good, like, thing. You gotta hate on pickles, too. I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying I don't like them personally. No, I'm saying that's what I'd eat from it. No cheese or pickles. Ah! Okay, you're just like me, Tyrus, for real, for real. Also, I love that you changed your name to have the Z. I just noticed that now. I don't know if it's been like that all stream, but that's... That's peak. Good job, Tyrus. I'm so proud of you. Oh my god, that's amazing. I realized that, and that's so funny. Man, couple minutes from the start. Wow, that's amazing. An hour and 45 minutes in, and I just noticed. That's amazing. Okay, I need to talk a little faster. I still have 2 parks to get through. Okay, also in that merch order and the Discord. That's based. Alright, I'll have to take a look later. That's amazing. Okay, so what I'm learning is that I ought to go on a food crawl with Skiddo so I can eat all the things she doesn't like. I guess, yeah. So for Germany, we had the pretzel. The pretzel was peak. I love pretzels. They're so good. So I was very happy to have this. I wanted to eat the whole thing, but I decided against it because I wanted to eat the other foods as well. So I didn't end up eating the whole thing, but it was so good. I love pretzels. They're amazing. I was told I'm Tyra's now, so you're Tyra's, yes. So the pretzel was really good. I enjoyed the pretzel a lot. This was Germany. This is the area that they had set up for Germany, which was pretty cool. I tried to take as many pictures as I could, but it was also hard because there was a lot of people, and it started to rain, so it was a little hard to try and get as many pictures as I could. But I did what I tried. But the German in me approves. Heck yeah! Pretzels are super based. Yeah, can't stay sadly, but I'm glad you're home and had so much fun. Hi, Orpheus! Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm happy you stopped by. Thank you. Eee! Pretzel approved. Yeah. Here we go. All right, cool. So for Italy, this is Italy right here. We had pasta nachos, cheesecake with strawberry drizzle, and sangria. I'm going to have some people hate me for this opinion. I tried the sangria, and the sangria was the worst thing that I had ever tasted in my entire life. Sangria is gross. Sangria is absolutely disgusting. I know that there are some people that like it. I know some people that like it. I personally thought it was disgusting. And I was like, bleh. Girl, what is wrong with you? Everything, okay? Sangria isn't that bad. To me, it was, okay? I'm not a wine drinker. I don't drink wine. I barely drink alcohol as it is, okay? I just don't like it. Yeah, it's basically... so picky. I am picky. I can say that for a fact. I am picky. But you know what? At least I tried it. I did try it. I took a sip of it. And I hated it. But it's fine. I did swallow it. But it was gross. What's sangria? It's basically just wine with fruit. Wine is vile. It's very, very strong. You have to have a palate for it. It's like 15% alcohol or something. It's insane. The pasta nachos were okay. They were very weird. It's literally pasta, but a chip. And then they put the meat and the cheese on top of it. They weren't bad. It was just weird. It was basically pasta, but with nachos. So it was a little weird. But the cheesecake, though. The cheesecake was pretty good. The cheesecake was... peak. The cheesecake was really good. I'm getting to the shaved ice. Hold on. But just give me the pasta. I know! Out of all the things they could have done. Out of all of the Italian, like... out of all of the... like Italian delicacies that they could have done, they chose pasta chips. Like, you could have done something other than that. There's so many other like Italian delicacies that you could pick, and they picked pasta chips. Pasta nachos is the second most heinous food that I could think of that involves pasta. What's the first? I'm asking for a friend. I got into something I saw in a YouTube video. For those who know, Gator wine. Oh God. Is that Gatorade with wine? Pasta pizza? Ew. What? What else is Italy supposed to do as a dessert? I mean, I'm fine with the cheesecake. It's the pasta nachos that were like, bruh, really? That's all you got? Cincinnati style chili, absolutely oh, I don't like chili, so every dish has to involve pizza or pasta in some way, I guess. My inner Italian is crying over the pasta chips. It was so weird. 50-50 blue Gatorade and cheap red wine. Ew. God. Does anybody want to guess what country the popcorn was for? Does anyone want to guess what country the popcorn is for? I'll let a couple more people guess, but it has already been said. Uganda? No. Yeah, it's for America. That's what they came up with. Popcorn or hot dogs? I was kind of upset that they didn't have burgers. So I was like, alright, well, I guess we'll do popcorn. The only food I disagree with is so far the only food I disagree with is the pickles. That's fair. Pickles are very widely liked items, so I'm not surprised. I don't like the taste of them. They're too sour for me. Yeah, that sounds right. It does, doesn't it? America! Okay, Knuckles. You have to have Ebola to know the way. That's movie theater popcorn, extra buttery. It was okay. It was like, it's not the best popcorn I've ever had, but it was okay. It did what I needed it to do. I probably could have gone without getting the American popcorn because I live here, but it was did they have poutine in Canada? I don't know. I did not get anything from Canada. Hold on. There actually is a website that tells you what all the foods are for Epcot. Hold on. There are, I did skip a couple. Canada was one of the ones I skipped. So, give me a second. I'll get to this in a second. I'll tell you all the options they had. Although the only thing is that this doesn't say which. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna hold on to that for a second. So, have you tried sweet pickles? No, I have not. I'll check in a second. Anyway, moving on. So this is Japan. So Japan, we had kakigori, which is a snow cone with, well, it's kind of like a snow cone. It's shaved ice with syrup and condensed milk. This was probably my favorite thing that I had the entire time. I don't know why, but the condensed milk was so good. Like adding the condensed milk in there, and it was actually really good. You wouldn't think it is, but having the condensed milk in with the syrup and the shaved ice was really good. And it was actually Honey that told me to try it. So I did, and I was very surprised with how good it tasted. So we got strawberry kakigori, and then we also got this cute little dumpling right here. It was chicken. Wait, it was, I think, chicken teriyaki. Hold on. I have the menu pulled on. Why don't you just look at the menu? Oh my god. It was a teriyaki chicken bun, which was a steamed bun filled with minced chicken, vegetables, and teriyaki sauce. That was really good too. I really enjoyed that. Those were very yummy. I really like those a lot. Yeah. They do a bunch of stuff with milk that you wouldn't think is good. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Don't ruin it. Yeah, it was really good. Oh yeah, happy Veterans Day to any fellow vets in the vet. Yes! Sorry, I completely forgot to say that. Happy Veterans Day to all of my viewers in the chat that have served. Thank you so much for all of your service that you have given to our country. Without you, we probably wouldn't be free. So thank you so much for all of your efforts and your service, and I really appreciate it so much. It does not go unnoticed. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I don't know who else here is a vet, but special thanks specifically to Dino Dad, Watcher, and Gararl for your services. I really appreciate you all, and thank you for your service. If I only still fit in my flat suit. Honey, where's my super suit? But yeah, so this was a dumpling. No, a steam bun, sorry. It was a chicken teriyaki bun with kakigori for Japan. It was very good. Belgium. This is Belgium. We had our lovely, beautiful little Belgian waffle with warm chocolate ganache. And then we had beer braised beef served with smoked Gouda and mashed potatoes. So, both were good. I liked both, but I like the Belgian waffle more for obvious reasons. But, yeah. Kamendachi, thank you so much for your service. You were Army? Oh, that's great. Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. Thank you so much for your service. Self-hanging Ginger is a veteran too. Oh, thank him for me, please. Thank him for me. If next time you see him, I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So this was in the UK. We did not go to the UK. We did not eat in the United Kingdom. Because literally all they had was fish and chips, and I am not a fish person. I don't like fish. So we did not eat here. I'm just seeing what else there is. Hold on. You're good. I never brought it up. That's fair. Well, thank you so much, Kamendachi, for your service. I really appreciate it. So far, me neither. Ayo. Yeah, I'm not huge into fish. It's not really something I like that much. Canada had cheddar cheese and bacon soup served with a pretzel roll and filet mignon with mushrooms, boursin garlic, and fine herbs mashed potatoes, and boursin garlic and fine herbs butter. I have no idea what any of those words are. Those are words. Those are words. Yeah, they had filet mignon in the Canada menu, which I don't really feel. Is that Canadian? Did that come from Canada? It's very high end. Thank you. I'm sorry for. No, he's fine. Don't worry. My heritage was skipped. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry. They got the Gordon Ramsay back. Hi, Quiet Potato. Welcome to the stream. Whereas it came from France. It's like Canada, but worse. Okay, wait. I'm confused then. Because France has their own stuff, which I also didn't eat from. I can't tell you what they had because I can't speak French. But they had a bunch of stuff. They had escargot brioche with garlic and parsley cream. I was not eating escargot. If you thought I was going to eat snails, you have another thing coming. Braised short ribs and cabernet with roasted potatoes. And they had a mango passion creme brulee with fruit compote. Then they also had egg moliocs, goat cheese, and caramelized onions. Coward! I am not a coward. I just specifically did not want to eat any of that crazy stuff. No, thank you. we escargot here in this household. we escargot and say we escarded. I also skipped Brazil because Brazil had black beans with pork belly, Brazil nut pesto, and Ben's original long grain white rice. Then they had Brazilian cheese bread. I didn't know what that was, and I had already eaten a lot of cheese and I didn't want to overdo it. Then for Morocco, they had grilled kebabs with carrot, chickpea salad, and garlic aioli. And they also had fried falafel pita with tomato, cucumber relish, and tahini sauce. Stone-baked Moroccan bread with assorted chips. And pistachio cake with a cinnamon pastry cream and candied walnuts. Everything except escargot and the goat cheese sounded good. Canada's culture is split between France and England. You gave Brazil the cold shoulder? I know. I'm sorry. I also didn't do anything with Greece either. Greece had lamb gyro with shaved lettuce, tomato cumber relish, and tzatziki on warm bread. Griddled cheese with pistachios and honey, and possible moussaka. And then spanakopita. I don't know what that means. Yeah. They had funnel cake? How did I miss that? Tiramisu funnel cake with vanilla ice cream topped with a chocolate rum sauce and cream cheese, whipped and dusted in cocoa and espresso powder. Bro, that sounds so based. I completely missed that one. I didn't see that. That was between America and Japan. I did not see that. Bro, literally all they had for flavors of America is hot dogs. Ugh. Although they did have a pudding cake. Why'd you say gyro? 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 I don't know. Don't make fun of the way I speak. I just had chicken pot pie like an hour ago, and hearing all this out is making me hungry. I'm sorry. It sounds good. I know. I know. All they have is hot dogs. They have a New York style all beef hot dog, a Chicago style all beef hot dog, Carolina style all beef hot dog, and Southwest style hot dog. It's actually pronounced gyro. It's not pronounced the way it's spelled. Wait, really? New York mentioned I wake. Hi, Rando. We're talking about New York style hot dogs. Because that's what they had at Epcot for America. Yeah. Oh, I also didn't have anything from Spain either. They had Spanish charcuterie, which was jamon manchego, and pan con tomate. Then they had paella negra, which is squid ink rice with shrimp, bay scallops, and octopus served with garlic aioli. No, thank you. That sounds gross. So what else did you see at Epcot? Yeah, I should probably move on from the food, right? Okay. Yeah, I saw a bunch of stuff. It was cool to go into the different shops and whatnot, because I've always wanted to visit the UK. That's one of my bucket list places I'd want to go. So it was pretty cool being able to see all the different stuff. Belgium makes great beer and waffles. I tried their waffles. They were really good. I enjoyed them. I don't blame you, but it'll get a lot of people mad if you say it wrong. That's fair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I was way far behind. Oh, were you? I'm sorry. Yeah, the waffles are right here. We had the Belgian waffles, and then we had the beef. So, fish and chips in the UK. Did you get them? Nope. I don't like fish. Fish are friends, not food. Dinner is just around the corner. Dinner is just around the corner. Dinner is just around the corner. I know. Yes, the only thing America created in the food world, the hot dog. Oh, God. I wish they served burgers. I would have preferred a burger over a hot dog. That's why I went with the popcorn, because I was just like, meh. There was a time that I would have chosen hot dogs over burgers, but that has since flipped, and now I like burgers over hot dogs. Actually, hot dogs are German. You've since been fact checked. I love fish. I eat fish every day if I could. Being in a landlocked state stinks. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Borgor. Oh, let me continue. Okay, so here's another building from the UK. Pretty cool stuff. Wait. Part of me wonder, is this in the right spot? Was this Epcot? I think it was. I thought it was Hollywood Studios. Okay, it's Epcot. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. Sorry. So there's me. I got my picture in front of the beautiful Guardians of the Galaxy ship that's there. I'm gonna say yes because you have the spear in the background. I'm so dumb. I completely missed that. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Okay. So yeah, I got to take my picture in front of the beautiful Guardians of the Galaxy ship. Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite Marvel movie. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the series so much. I love Star-Lord, Peter Quill, my man. So I was very excited to see this. I really, really wanted to ride the ride, but they said no, you have to be part of the virtual queue. And I was like, dang, okay. And I could not do that because we were only at Epcot for one day, so I didn't get to ride it, but I was sad. How did you miss it? You take up 2/3 of the lower left-hand corner. Okay, to be fair, my phone is blocking it. My tracker is blocking it, so I did not see it. So, I'm also tired, so I'm sorry. Incredible trilogy. Agreed. And they have beautiful music. I love the soundtrack. So it's not a good time to say I've watched none of them. Got it. It's okay. It's okay if you haven't. This is Rocket and Groot over here on the right-hand side. They are two characters from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's really cool seeing the statue. And I also ended up getting a magic band from Disney to be able to get into the parks easier. And every time I walked by one of these golden statues, my magic band would vibrate. So I'd like wave it and it would like play music from the like for this one, it played music from the movie when every time I went and like waved my magic band in front of the statue. So it was pretty cool to be able to interact with the different statues and stuff. There was a whole bunch of them. There was ones of like Bambi, there was R2D2, there was these ones, there was oh god, I can't even remember. There were a couple princess ones. I don't think I saw 101 Dalmatians one. I kind of would have loved to see that, but yeah, there was a whole bunch of them. It was really cool. But I didn't get to ride the ride, unfortunately, but I did go into the store and like look around. So that was pretty cool. Do Gamora and Star-Lord rekindle their flame? I hope so. They were cute together. To be fair, it kind of blends in with the sky photo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, my phone is covering it, so I can't see the bottom half of the screen. But yeah, it was really cool. So I got my picture taken with it. Look at me. I'm so happy. Moving on. So after Epcot, we went back to the hotel for a bit. We just kind of vibed. And then I don't actually remember what I ate. Oh, that's right. We didn't have dinner because we ate Epcot. Yeah. Didn't end up having dinner that night. So we went to the Disney boardwalk, and it was a really, really nice little boardwalk with little stores and stuff. So we went through and we checked out all the stores. And if you see in the middle, that shiny light is actually Epcot. So that's how close we were to Epcot from the boardwalk, which was pretty neat. And it worked out that we were actually that close because we were able to look at the fireworks. Wow! It was so cool being able to see all the pretty fireworks. Look how pretty these came out. They look so cute. They look so vibrant. They were kind of loud, but it wasn't loud to the point where it was like right next to your ear. It had some distance. So I actually zoomed in on these, but it was so cool to be able to see them because I didn't get to see the fireworks from Magic Kingdom because we were too far. Like we saw them, but we weren't close enough to be able to actually like see them. So to be able to see these ones from Epcot was amazing because there were like so many pretty ones. That would make them better. Yeah, because we weren't like super close to them. We weren't next to them. I zoomed in on these. But it was so cool. There's so much smoke at Epcot during the fireworks. It's nuts. I can imagine, yeah. I heard that they fire these on top of some of the rides. And that's how they get them up so high. I don't know how true that is, but they were very pretty. Very pretty being able to see all the different colors and the vibrance of the colors and all the different little pops and everything, and it was really cool. So many different colors, and it went on for probably about like 10-15 minutes, but it was worth it. It was so cool. They're very pretty. I love them so much. Sudden loud noises aren't really my friend. That's okay. I understand. They're not for everybody. But the thing that's nice about the fireworks, at least, is that you saw the pops. Like, you saw the pop of color, and then you knew. That's how you knew that the firework was going to go off. So that's when you would hear it, is after you see the color. So it was pretty cool. The ones at Epcot are fired from the lake with the different country areas. Whole lake becomes a light show. Oh! Naruhodo. That's cool. That's pretty neat. I like that. But it was really cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing all the fireworks. It was really a fun experience, and I'm happy that I was able to experience them firsthand. So yeah, and that's how we ended the night at Epcot, and that was, well, not at Epcot, but that's how we ended our Friday night, and it was really fun. So I really enjoyed it, and it turned out to be a good night. So then we went to bed. I lied. We walked back to the hotel. And you can see the swan and dolphin. So this is the swan part of the hotel. The dolphin part is on the other side. This was the boardwalk that we walked over. It was like a bridge. And it was really cool. I thought it was a really cool view of the bridge. And then this was going back to the hotel on this side. And they had it all lit up with like different colors and everything. And I thought it was pretty cool. So I took a picture of it. Then we went to bed, and then we started our next day on Saturday with Hollywood Studios and more Disney Springs, because why not? So I wish that helped, but no use complaining. I understand. I'm sorry, Tyrus. I give you head pats. Pat. Okay. All right. So we did a lot at Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios, it was pretty fun. There was a lot to do there. So the first thing we did when we went to Hollywood Studios is we went to Toy Story Land. And the reason we were going to go to Toy Story Land is because we wanted to line up for Slinky Dog. We wanted to do the Slinky Dog roller coaster. And no, Vulcan, I did not. Completely skipped the UK altogether. I'm sorry for all the British people. Bruh. So the first thing we did was the what? I know. Tell me you're from America without telling me you're from America. So the first thing we did is we went to Toy Story Land. We saw Mickey and Mickey's Runaway Railway. Did not ride that. The lines for it were too long. And then we saw Mickey walking around the world up here, which was pretty neat. But the first thing we did was that we went to Toy Story Land because we wanted to ride the Slinky Dog roller coaster. And so we were going to line up because we really wanted to try it because I thought it would be fun. The problem is that the Slinky Dog ride was shut down. They were having problems with it in the morning, so we weren't able to line up for it. It was pretty disappointing because we really wanted to ride it. But it's okay. We ended up doing Star Wars Mania instead because, again, early access. We had half an hour to the park earlier than regular admission. So we went and did Toy Story Mania, which was pretty fun because basically they put you in a cart and you're going against the person that's next to you. So my friend and I were facing off against each other and shooting as many targets as we could. And we had the 3D glasses, so like everything was like popping up at you, and it was super cool. I ended up winning, not to brag or anything, but my Pepe aim was not Pepe aim because I won. So yeah. I won, not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty sure the game is on the Wii. Is it? Oh, cool. You didn't have Pepe aim, not that time, no. Bet the people at Opcot knew you were slanted and cutted fish, margaritas and sangria, and intentionally shut the ride down on you. Oh, why you gotta hate on me like that? That's so sad. Strong Dino. Yeah, you know it. It was really fun though. I had a great time playing it. It was really cool. And I really like all of the decorations that they have in Toy Story Land too, because like it's all like it makes you feel like you're actually a toy with how big everything is. Like they have a massive, like all those blocks, all those Jenga blocks are actually massive. And like all of the building blocks, they're pretty massive too. And they had like big, huge like boxes for like the Connect sets. They had the monkey chains, and like they had the monkey chains. They had the Connect boxes. They had massive Buzz Lightyear and Woody and Jessie and Rex and the pig, and it was pretty cool. It makes you feel like you're a toy with how big everything is in there. It's pretty cool. This was the start of the Toy Story Mania. They had Mr. Potato Head over here, and he was talking and his eyes were moving and stuff, and he was moving. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool to be able to see Mr. Potato Head walking around. Well, he wasn't walking, but talking to us and being like, "Hey, step right up, step right up." It was really cool. So I really enjoyed that. Lacey, hello! Welcome to the stream. time. Also, I just gotta say a little thank you to Lishi for calling me her Kamiyoshi earlier. I didn't expect you to call me that. It made me blush a little. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, what do we got? Oh, Lishi, you're so cute. Then we went to Star Wars Galaxy Edge. That was fun. I loved it. It was so cool. I love Star Wars. So it was really cool. It was just I was taken away, honestly, by all of the props and everything that they had. It was so cool. So they had these droids hanging out here. It was so cool. Then they had some other little props. Like everywhere you went in Galaxy's Edge, there were props. Like there were props everywhere. And even if you wanted something to drink or whatever, they had everything like set up like it was part of Star Wars. It was very, very cool. We also got to see the Millennium Falcon, which ended up also being a ride. So that was pretty neat. You know, I saw those movies, and there wasn't a single instance of 2 stars battling, let alone having a war. Fair enough, fair enough. I too love Star Wars. Not a fan of the new movies, but I still love it regardless. I love it too. I actually didn't mind the newer movies. Everybody says they hate them, but personally, I don't hate them. They're not that bad. But I do like the originals better, because you can't obviously beat the originals. So, Anakin Skywalker, my beloved. So yeah, this was pretty cool being able to go on this ride. So this was the start of the Millennium Falcon ride. It was called Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So it brings you into this room where you're talking to the guy right here, the smuggler, and you essentially are being given your task, and there's 6 people that go in with you. So it was me and my friend, and then there was 4 other people, and they give you different tasks as to what you have to do in order to keep the Millennium Falcon going. So there were 2 pilots, there were gunners, and then there were engineers. So my friend and I were engineers, and there were the 2 people in front of us who were the gunners, and then there were 2 people who were pilots. So it was pretty cool. It was fun. They didn't give you like a lot to do. Like, as the engineer, all we had to do was just press a button and keep all of the things at like 100% or whatever. I don't really know, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and I actually have a video to show you guys. It's like the butt end of the ride, but it was still pretty cool. So this was us crashing.
You retrieved 2 containers of coaxium. This would greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Ooh. Now after my...
So that was pretty cool. It was just a little end thing because they were gonna have us get out of the ride soon. So, and I didn't want to like delay it. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It would actually like move like you were actually in the Millennium Falcon, like going through space and stuff. And there was one part where they had us go light speed. So it literally like made you like jolt back into the back of your seat, and it was really cool. I was like, oh my gosh, Han Solo would be so proud of me. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was an engineer, yes. I was not a gunner or a pilot. I wanted to be a pilot, but the people in front of me were. But it's okay. Hey everyone, sorry for being late. I was watching Pearl Harbor. That's okay, Thomas. Welcome to the stream. And is it better than Rise of the Resistance? No. Nope. Rise of the Resistance was probably the best ride that I had been on in Hollywood Studios. And I'll get to that in a second, because that's actually coming up. Skiddo's a pilot. That's a scary thought. Is it true that there's a stationary space cruise ship? Maybe? I mean... Oh gosh. Let me skip. Okay. There was this. Is this what you're referring to? This was the exit to the Millennium Falcon, by the way. This was the exit of the ride. It was really cool. There's this. I don't think you can go on it, though. Kylo Ren was coming in and out of it occasionally. But there was, like, doing little shows and stuff. then the stormtroopers came out and they did their thing. It was pretty cool. They had a couple little shows with it. Yeah, it's cool. They had a bunch of different things. I thought this was hilarious. They have conk conk. instead of the gonk droids like gonk gonk, they have conk conk for Coca-Cola. So naturally, I got Dino Bro a bottle of conk conk because I thought that was hilarious. It was pretty funny. And they have like the Star Wars shaped bottles. Like if you look up here, up where my mouse is, the bottles are actually shaped to look like Star Wars canteens, which I thought was pretty cool. But it was pretty neat. I enjoyed Galaxy's Edge so much. It was so fun. So this is kind of like what the area looked like for Galaxy's Edge, where all of the merchants were. It was pretty neat, pretty cool that they had like all this stuff, and they had a bunch of stuff. I really wanted a porg, but the porgs were like $60, and I was like, I don't really want to spend $60 on a porg. So I didn't end up getting a porg, unfortunately, but they were very expensive. Rise of the Resistance is the next ride we're going to talk about. So Rise of the Resistance ended up being, it was a roughly 45-ish to 50-minute wait time. No. Sorry, my bad. It was a 75-minute wait time. That's what it allotted at when we went into the line. It was a 75-minute wait time, but the line actually went by pretty fast. So it ended up only being like 45 minutes. So it actually wasn't that bad of a wait, because like I said, the line was going by pretty fast, and they had a lot of stuff that you could look at as you were waiting. So like they had the pilot outfit that was worn in the movie. I don't know if this was actually worn in the movie or if this was just a prop, but they had like the suit, they had the different outfits that they wore in like Star Wars that you could look at. And they had like the different bunch of different props. They had like guns, they had bags, they had all different kinds of stuff. And it was pretty neat to me that like on the keypads, like on the actual cages themselves, they had the Star Wars like actual like, I don't know what the word is, I don't know what the terminology is, but they had like the Star Wars themed like fonts, not the fonts, but like the language and stuff. So like the numbers and whatnot were actually the things that you would see in Star Wars, which I thought was pretty neat. So it was like the language. So they had like the numbers in the language that is used in Star Wars. So I thought that was pretty neat. So here's the last thing you see. Probably, I think it's one of the last things you see before you go on the ride. They have the Hoth outfit, and then it brings you into this little secret. They overestimate the wait times by like 15 to 20 minutes to make you feel good on how much time you saved. Really? Oh. Okay, well, I still felt good that I saved time, so it's fine. Where's the Spaceballs section? I know, if only Disney owned Spaceballs. I thought the Hoth outfit was a gutted ton. Not the Tauntaun. I mean, you could see all the goo and stuff from when Luke was inside the Tauntaun, but aside from that. So basically the way that this ride worked is that you are part of the Resistance, and they are recruiting you to help fight the Empire. So they're recruiting you to become a pilot for the Resistance. And so you have BB-8 up here, and you have Rey giving you the merchandising. I know. Yogurt, the king. I wonder how grilled tauntaun tastes. I don't know. Try it out and let me know. So yeah, you have Rey talking to you, essentially telling you that you're a recruit to them and that you have to go do your training and whatever else. Then they load you onto this quote unquote what's it called, transport vehicle. So they're transporting you and bringing you to go do your training and whatever. And so the lieutenant is talking to you, and you're going through, and doing your thing as we're we're flying, and oh wait, resistance would be against the First Order, not the Empire, technically. I'm so bad at lingo. I'm so bad at all the different things. It changes over time. What is the good people called then? What is the good side called in the newer Star Wars? First Order is episode 7 through 9 enemies. It's still called the Resistance, so I was right then. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so anyway, so then you kind of get the Empire is 1 through 6, BB-8 raid fight against the First Order. Oh. Okay. Well, I think this takes place in the newer Star Wars era, so I guess it would be the First Order. Okay. All right. Anyway, so you get transported, and then the First Order come and, well, this does involve Kylo Ren, so I'm just gonna say the First Order. Anyway, so then the First Order come and they essentially hijack your vessel, and they board you and take you all as prisoner. So we end up getting taken as prisoner, and we are brought into the ship for the First Order ship thing. I don't know. I thought it was the Death Star, but I don't think it is. I think I don't know what the name of the ship is called. But they bring you into this room that has all of these stormtroopers, and when I tell you that it feels like you're on the actual ship, you are on the it feels like you are on the actual ship. It's insane. Like, you're actually, it feels like it. Like, you feel the cold air, and it's so spacey and spacious, and it's insane. And they just had these rows and rows and rows of stormtroopers, and they were all staring at you, and it literally felt like you were actually being taken like prisoner by the First Order. It was pretty insane, and I was just like, oh my god. And they, like, all of the cast members that are playing the part of the First Order are actually dressed in the uniforms, so they're talking to you like you are a prisoner, and it's so cool being able to, like, feel like you're being taken hostage. So then you go in here, and you have, like, the stormtroopers looking around, making sure you're not doing anything you're not supposed to, and they made you stand in, like, these lines, and they had you go into, like, the area where they had Kylo Ren and the lieutenant talking to each other, and Kylo Ren said he's gonna deal with the prisoners himself, and he's gonna come down and, like, try and punish us or whatever. I don't know. And it was really, really cool. And then the Resistance came out, and they saved us. They saved us from being held captive, and that's when the roller coaster starts. Is that you're brought into the little seat thing where the droid is, like, pretending to be part of the First Order, but it's actually part of the Resistance, and they go in, and it just, like, spins you around, and there's, like, small drops, and it's, like, going forward, going backward, trying to hide from all the droids, trying to hide from Kylo Ren, and it is absolutely one of the best rides that I rode in my entire life. Like, actually being there, like, out of all 4 parks, it was probably one of the best rides that I was on. It was so well done, and it was so cool, like, being immersed in that, like, universe. And being able to experience it. It was 100% worth the wait, honestly, in my opinion. I was in awe after riding it. I was like, oh my god, this was so cool. And I looked at my friend, I was like, this was so worth it. And they were like, oh my god, it really was. And I was like, yes, it was so cool. And the rest of the time that we were there, we fangirled about it the entire time. We fangirled about the ride because it was just so cool. And I had so much fun being on it. I kind of wanted to do it again, but I was like, do I really want to wait in that long of a line again? Probably not. Because I also had other stuff that I wanted to do as well that with them. So alongside doing the Rise of the Resistance, we also did the Star Tours. And so the Star Tours are led off by R2-D2 and C-3PO, and they give you 3D glasses that you put on. And it's basically this ride where you just sit in like a row of... There's just a row of seats, and you sit where they have you sit. And so you put on the 3D glasses, and they take you through all the different sceneries of Star Wars. So you could get like Naboo, you could get Tatooine, you can get Hoth, you can get all different kinds of scenery from Star Wars, and it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and it was really, really, really cool. I really enjoyed it. And originally, I guess my Dino Bro told me that this bot actually is the one that did the Star Tours originally, but they changed it, and now it's C-3PO and R2-D2. But they keep this droid in here as an ode to the old one. So I thought that was interesting because I didn't know that they had this droid as the old one. So Dino Bro told me that. So cool. So after we did Star Tours, I think that was this. Yeah, okay. So after we did Star Tours, we ended up deciding to try and go wait in line for Slinky Dog. Because Slinky Dog had opened at that point. So we were like, okay, cool. Let's try Slinky Dog. Let's see if we can try and get on that, because I heard it was a really good ride. Honey told me that I should try it, and I was like, all right, cool. She's like, definitely try and get on it if you can. So we were going to try it. And the wait time was 80 minutes. And we were like, that's a really long time to wait. But the Star Wars one went by kind of fast. So maybe we'll try it and see how it goes, because maybe it won't be that bad. Yeah, we were wrong. It was that bad. The line moved so slowly. It was insane. It was actually really, really, really painful. It was painstakingly slow. And we ended up having to call it. Like, we waited in line for probably a good half an hour, 45 minutes before we called it and said we just can't do it anymore. Like, it was too long of a wait. And then we had the event that I'm going to talk about in a second at a specific time, and we didn't want to miss it. So we were like, all right, well, we just might as well leave. And Disney had also come up on the intercom and said that if it because it looked like it was going to rain, and they were like, oh, well, if it rains, we're going to end up just closing the ride. Like, we're going to shut the ride down. And we're like, well, we don't want to wait in all this. We don't want to wait in this line just for it to be closed down. So we ended up just calling it there, and was just like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. It's like, it was just between the rain risk and the part of just being the part of it being too close to the show that we were going to see, it just wasn't worth it. So I didn't get to end up riding Slinky Dog, so I was kind of sad about that. But there's always next time, right? There's always next time. So the show we were going to see was the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. So this was a really, really cool show. For those of you who are unaware, this show is basically a show that shows you how the stunt work works in Indiana Jones. This guy is an actual stuntsman for Harrison Ford, or was an actual stuntman. I don't know. Maybe he was the stuntsman for the new one. I don't know. But he was the he was an actual stuntman for Harrison Ford. So they showed us all the different things that he did to make Indiana Jones the way that it was. So it was really cool. So we got to see a bunch of different stunts. We got to see the infamous getting run over by the rock thing, which I thought was hilarious. They should have done drinking from the wrong Holy Grail stunt. They did not, no. But they did do some really cool stunts. There was one stunt they did where there was like a truck that came into the scene, and the truck literally flipped over and then blew up, and there was just flames everywhere, and it was so cool. I was like, whoa, this is insane. And had I known they were going to do that, I would have filmed it, but I did not think that they were going to have something that intense, so it was pretty cool. But I did get this scene, which I will show you in a second. So we had like the plane scene where it was like going around, and the lovely lady was stuck inside the plane, and it was like still spinning and everything else. And imagine how sore he gets after each show. I know. He probably does because of all the falling and everything. And they had all the people. Oh, wait, they're right here. My bad. They hadn't actually gotten in the plane yet. This was before the plane. Sorry, my bad. They're over here. I got ahead of myself. So the girl's stuck at the plane. Indiana Jones goes to save her, and she goes, Indy! And all that other stuff that they say about 400 times. And then they had the thing with the plane where the plane ends up catching on fire. There's like a fuel tank or something that has the plane ended up catching on fire, and then they did this. Explosions. They had explosions. So it was pretty cool. It was a really cool show, and it was like completely worth being able to see. And it was good to be able to sit down too. It was a nice little break from all the walking, so you could burn a lot of Pop-Tarts in that. I know. There's a lot of Pop-Tart burning that could be done. I agree. All the kabooms. I know. It was really cool, though. Highly recommend if you're ever going to Disney World and you want something to do at Hollywood Studios. It was a really cool show. After that, we went to the Star Wars launch bay. And from there, we were able to meet BB-8 and Darth Vader. And we got our pictures taken with both of them. And Darth Vader told me that if I ever betray the dark side, that I would be punished. And literally right after we saw him, we went over to the BB-8. So I guess I'm getting punished by Darth Vader. I don't know what that's going to entail, but I'm guessing it's probably going to end up in my death. So it was nice knowing y'all. It was nice knowing y'all. Hope you all have a nice life. Bring it, Dork Vader. Dork Vader. He kind of scared me, though, not gonna lie. The guy that was portraying Darth Vader was very tall, and he was staring into my soul through the helmet, and I was kind of scared of him. I was like, please leave me alone. Pocket sand! You will be remembered. Why do you make being punished by Vader sound like a good time? I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is a good time. It's quite possibly. It might be. Sounds like he was doing a good job. Yeah, maybe he was. I don't know. But yeah, it was fun. Very weird, and he was very scary. But it was cool. Found this mural on the wall. I thought it was pretty neat. It was like an ode to all the Star Wars movies, like the older ones. So you have like Palpatine, you have Anakin, Luke, Ben, Dooku, Darth Vader in the middle, the Emperor, Leia, Padme, more Kenobi, more Ben, baby Luke. Actually, no, I think that's Anakin. Chewbacca, They had Yoda, Boba Fett, Jabba the Hutt. They had the Ewoks. They had the Death Star. They have all the babies. Jango Fett's over there too. Skiddo. Oh no, don't force Joey. This is pretty cool. I liked it. I thought it was neat. Anakin, my beloved. What else we got? We got some cool different little things here. They had a bunch of different props in the room as you were gonna go into the line to wait for the pictures. So they had like the different uniforms. They had a replica of Boba Fett's ship, and then they had this cool little thing at the bottom, like the Star Wars intros to all the movies. So for those of you who can't read it, it says Star Wars Launch Bay. It is a period of celebration. The Star Wars saga lives on with new adventures set in a galaxy far, far away. Here at the Launch Bay, discover the latest stories of the saga and feel the power of the Force binding us together. Our journey begins with the awakening. Welcome to a new era. The fighter, pilot, and slave one. Those are cool. Yeah! So cool. They had a bunch of other stuff too, but I didn't put anything else in here. They had a bunch of different other props and stuff too, but I was trying to keep it short. As you can tell, I did not do a very good job. They also had Gertie the dinosaur at Hollywood Studios. He was a cute little dinosaur bean, and he had some smoke coming out of his nose, but it was an ice cream stand. It was the ice cream of extinction, and I was kind of sad that I didn't get any ice cream from here because it's the ice cream of extinction. How could I not? Although I guess it's probably a good thing, because if I had the ice cream of extinction, it may make me extinct, and I don't think we want that. Maybe we do. I don't know. I feel like Darth Vader's probably going to make me extinct now because I kind of betrayed the Empire, so, yeah. But yeah, it's Gertie the dinosaur. It's Gertie's ice cream of extinction. But it was really cool. Yeah, so Hollywood Studios was pretty great. Smoke from an ice cream stand. What kind of ice cream needs smoke? The good kind. Can't betray him if you were a double agent all along. You got it. Gray definitely deserves to win the Rising Star at the VTuber Awards. Oh my goodness. So true. So yeah, so that was kind of towards the end of the day at Hollywood Studios, and then we went back to Disney Springs and we had dinner there. We had a dinner at an Italian restaurant. We tried something fancy. We fancy living, and they were very busy. There was like a lot of people there. It was pretty insane. But it was pretty good. Had chicky parm, and I actually tried something new. They had an appetizer that was fried mozzarella rice balls. So it was literally like a mozzarella stick, but it was a ball, and it had rice in it. It was actually pretty good. I wasn't sure about it, but I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It was different. Did you break the pasta? I mean, I guess. It wasn't pasta chips. It was actual pasta this time. So, I mean, I guess I did with my chompers. But yeah, the fried mozzarella ball was pretty good. I thought it was good. I liked it. Anyway, so that was kind of the end of Hollywood Studios. So now we end up to our final day in Disney, which was Sunday. It was the Animal Kingdom. So the rice ball is a ball that has rice in it. Who would have thought? I know, crazy, right? Who would have thought? So we're going to Animal Kingdom on Sunday. And this is our final day of Disney. I'm going to try and speed run this a little bit because I'm running out of time. But we'll see how far into this I get. Okay. So I took this picture. I went to... This was the first place we went to was Dino Land, USA, because duh. So it was pretty cool being home. Exploration, excavation, excultation. Getting ready for bed. And I know, good night, Kamandachi. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you have a good night. So we're going to Animal Kingdom. So we started off in Dino Land. So we had the Triceratops, the Triceratops spin. Welcome to Current Time Park. Yeah. Welcome to an everyday Skiddo stream. So we had the cute little scout to go around. Yep. we had the Scout go around. It was pretty cute, so we got to ride this. And then we have little derpy dino over here in the corner. Little derpy dino in the corner, and then we had the little Triceratops on the left-hand side with a little beach ball. I thought that was super cute. Where's the Skiddo? It's the Skiddo History Museum. Oh boy. I don't think I have one. I'm not cool enough yet. Maybe if I get inducted into the VTuber Awards, then maybe I'll have my own little museum. Who knows? But yeah, it was a really cute little ride. Cute little Triceratops. Really enjoyed it. We also found this cute little billboard. It says, "Welcome to Diggs County, where fossils are our way of life." And there's a bunch of dinosaurs. I thought this was pretty neat. I like that a lot. Cute little dinosaur billboard. I don't know. I thought it was cute. So then we started making our way to Dinosaur, which is a ride. Essentially, it's like I think it's like a roller coaster, kind of. Not really, but you're essentially in a car, and you're going underground, or you're going into space. No. You're going back into time, and it's a dark ride, and you essentially are going and looking for a specific type of dinosaur, and you see all the different types of dinosaurs and stuff, and it's crazy. It was so fun, though. I loved it. It was amazing. Then they're like, "Let's get you out of here," and then the car goes like super fast. It was fun. I loved it. But this was on the way there, and so we had a cute little dinosaur with we had little lights in its mouth, and then we had the T-Rex bones, and of course you know that I had to take a picture in front of the ride. So here's me in front of the ride. So this is the entrance to Dinosaur with a little asteroid over here, a little dinosaur in front of the front of the park. So it was really cool. Me doing my rah. That's my rawr face. Yeah, rah. But yeah, it was really cool. It was a really cool ride. Essentially, it's before the asteroid hits, so you have to get out before the asteroid hits the Earth and extincts all the dinosaurs. It was really cool. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was really, really cool. And so I got a bunch of merch and stuff, and the guy that was running the cashier, the cash register, he gave me a button that was feeling nostalgic about the dinosaur ride. And because unfortunately Dinosaur is leaving the park next year, so the Dino Land USA is not going to be a thing anymore because they're making room for another park. So unfortunately, I really am going extinct. My home is going extinct. You bought merch. I don't believe it. I know. Yes, not sticking around for an asteroid impact is not. It's a good. That honestly makes me super sad. No, now I gotta go before it goes away. Yeah, they're getting rid of it in like January, I think. So definitely go if you can, because it's going away fairly soon, unfortunately. Oh no, where you live? I don't know. It's a good question. So it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. And then after that. Here's another skeleton inside the ride. After that, we kind of had to walk around a bit because the 3 rides that we had the fast pass, the lightning passes for, were spread out. So we kind of had to walk around a bit. So we did spend some time in Dino Land. But it was pretty cool. Speaking of going away, driving time again. Okay, bye, Woken. So here's the different things. Extinction. All the animals going extinct. Poor babies. The poor babies. There was also this dinosaur bench with a bunch of different painted dinosaurs on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then since it's Animal Kingdom, there are animals all over the park. So we saw a catfish and we saw a monkey. We returned to monkey. Pretty cool. So while we were waiting for... Should have stolen the bench. Yeah, that would have been interesting trying to get through TSA. So while we were waiting for some of the other rides that we needed to go on, we did also, in Dino Land, they had some carnival games that you could play. So I think there were 5. It was either 4 or 5. But we did 4. And so we decided to buy tickets to do the carnival games. And we played against a bunch of people on all 4 of the arcade games. We smoked every single person that played against us. My friend won 1, and I won the other 3. Not to brag, but I smoked all of those kids that were driving me insane, and all of those dumb parents with the monster strollers that were trying to get under my skin. They lost. They were little kids. They're annoying. That's what they are. Is that fair? You play video games for a living. Not my problem. You beat up children? I didn't beat them off. I didn't beat up the children. I just won the arcade games and won the prizes. I took them home with me because I wanted them, so I got them. Can't believe the dino was beating children. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm gonna end up in the VTuber news. Yeah, you really showed those kids. Send them to bed early because they had school the next day. Kids are supposed to be annoying, are they? I'm a gamer, yeah. I got some cute prizes though. I got an iguanodon, little plush, and then I got a boxing dinosaur. Bet their parents loved you taking their joy. Maybe they shouldn't take their massive strollers around the Disney parks and we wouldn't have to worry about it. Kids don't deserve joy. But it was fun. It was really cool. Pretty fun. Pretty fun stuff. So we also did that. We did the games, and then we also did a couple other rides as well. Okay. So we did a few different ones as well. We did this Discovery Island Trails, which was essentially, it's not a ride, but you get to walk through trails and see like a bunch of different animals and stuff, and they had like gorillas and whatnot, which were pretty cool. So it was fun being able to see all the different animals. We also did the Cali River Rapids, which was also really fun. It's a water ride, and it's essentially exactly what it sounds like. It's the rapids. So you're like in a big inflatable like tube thing, and kind of like a tube thing, but it's like a ride, and it's just it brings you literally into the river rapids, and it was pretty cool. Cali with a K, not Cali like Maury Calliope, but yeah, it was really fun. I got a little wet off that one because there was a couple of times where it splashed me, but it was worth it. It was fun. But it did feel good after like getting like soaked a bit, and then having the wind blow. It felt pretty good, I'm gonna be honest. After like with all the humidity and everything, it felt really nice. So we also did the Navi River Journey, which is in the Avatar section of the park. And that one was really cool too. I've never seen Avatar, but we were just kind of trying to kill time. So it's a water ride, but it's like one of those slow ones, and it takes you through like an underground thing where it's like all lit up, and there was a bunch of different animatronics for Avatar that were sitting and dancing and talking and singing, and it was really cool. I thought that was neat. The animatronic inside is amazing. It was so cool. And like it moved so well too. It was the movements were so flawless. It was pretty insane. Blue People Avatar, they're part of Disney. They are, yes. Yeah, it was a really cool ride. I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. It was really well put together. And I really liked it. That was cool. It was really, really, really cool. So maybe I'll watch Avatar sometime. I think it would be cool to watch. I did want to try the other Avatar ride, but unfortunately for me, well, for us, the Avatar ride wait time was like 115 minutes. It was a very long time to wait. And we were like, nah. Because at this point, my friend was starting not to feel great. So we didn't want to wait that long. Still shorter than the movie. That's fair. 115 minutes. 115 minutes is a long time to wait, though. So I didn't really. I wanted to do it, but I didn't want to put my friend through that because they were starting to feel sick. So come to find out, they got COVID. Anyway, so we also the last ride we did. Wait, did I say everything else? Yeah, I did. Okay. The last thing that we did, the last ride we did was the Kilimanjaro Safaris. And the Kilimanjaro Safaris is exactly what it sounds like. It's a safari. And they bring you into the wild and they show you all the animals they have in Animal Kingdom. And this was probably up there with the Rise of the Resistance. I really liked this ride a lot. I thought it was awesome. Because they brought you and they showed you all the different animals. So here's a little reef thing that we saw as we were walking around the park. Here's a snake. If you don't like snakes, look away. It's a snake. It's a boa, I think. I think that's what it said, is that this was a boa. It's a danger noodle. Yeah. We have a little bit of a danger noodle over here. So we got slithery boa. I sent this to Dino Dad, and I was like, if I sent this to Dino Mom, how much do you think she'd freak out? But yeah, so I was like, slither danger noodle. So yeah, it was pretty neat. Pretty neat seeing all this stuff. So this is where the is it where this start? No, I lied. Okay, I kind of jumped ahead like too fast. Okay, so here's the cute little. This is where Expedition Everest is. So this is a roller coaster that is based off of Everest, and it like drops you 80 feet. And we were not doing that. So we kind of just enjoyed the scenery instead. I forget what this is called, but I have a stuffed animal of this animal. I can't think of what it's called. It's not a zebra, but it's like part zebra animal. It's an okapi. Okay, there we go. It's an okapi. Yeah. So it's a very cute animal. I have a stuffed animal of this because I thought they were adorable and I wanted to pat it, but they told me no. That's the theme. No, you can't pat it. Bruh. They are related to giraffes. Yes, I saw that. Very cool. It's an animal with the zebra-like stripes on its front legs and hindquarters, but it is more closely related to giraffes. They're so cute, though. They're adorable. I love them. They're so cute. Yeah, so they have a few okapis. This man's just vibing over here. He just wanted to be left alone. Mood. Seems like you're taking pics of their butts. They kept facing the wrong way, okay? I don't know what you want from me. Stop talking about their butts. So this was also another scenic picture. I think they do shows over here, so it was pretty cool. I liked it. I also saw Kevin. So here's Kevin from Up. For those of you who have seen that movie, Kevin was walking around, so we got to see Kevin, which is pretty neat. He squawked at me, but he did not try to eat my head, so that's good. I heard that if you stare right at Kevin, Kevin will eat your head. So I'm glad that I did not get eaten, so that's good. She likes Stripe's butts and she cannot lie. Thank you, Feared. Very cool. Just do what you want Ginger to see. Yeah, Ginger's gonna be watching this later, I hope, and he's gonna see all of the butts, and he's not gonna know what to do with himself. Yes, we saw Kevin. This was the opening to the safari, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember, but yeah, it was pretty cool. So, what was I gonna say? I just completely lost my train of thought. Oh, we were gonna do we were getting in line to do the safari, and it actually worked out because we had a lightning pass for the safari, and when we jumped into line to get on the safari, it was a 50-minute wait time. 50 minutes. And we ended up only waiting like 5 or 10 minutes to get onto a truck because we had the lightning pass, so it worked out. So I was happy about that. Because then we ended up having to, after we walked around a little bit more, and I don't remember if we got something to eat. I don't think so. We ended up going back to the hotel because, like I said, my friend wasn't feeling good, and we needed to pack anyway because we were leaving early in the morning. So we ended up packing and getting ready to leave and everything. And packing ended up taking longer than I expected it to because of all the stuff I bought. But yeah. Are zebras black with white stripes or white with black stripes? You know, that's a good question. I'm going to say they're white with black stripes because I'm basic, but I'm going to go with that. So this is the animals that we saw in the safari. We saw some deer. I think these are deer. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember what they were. We saw some cattle. We saw some stripy horses. So we got the beautiful little stripy horses over here. They're just living their best life. Zebras are actually pink with black and white stripes. Look at you, Serge. I love it. We saw rhinos. We saw gorillas, but those weren't part of the tour. Those were afterwards. I just kind of lumped all the animals in together. Because this is towards the end of the slideshow. We saw some cheetahs. So there's some cheetahs over here. Pretty neat. They were all just vibing. They were hanging out. We saw some lions. We saw a couple giraffes with some more stripy horses. I don't want to hear about the zebra butt. And we saw more gorillas. I don't want to hear about the gorilla butts. And then, wow, I'm just really not, I'm really not making it worthwhile here with all the butts. We saw an elephant. We saw an elephant. And we saw another, like an antelope kind of thing. What do you mean, why? I don't get to choose which way they look. I can't just be like, hey, psst, psst, turn around. Like, this is how they were looking. I don't know what to tell you. It's a wildebeest. Yes, thank you, Chris. Yeah, a wildebeest. And then an elephant. And then we had some birds. We had flamingos, and then, I don't know, whatever this bird is. And it's to get patterned with these pictures. Listen, all right? I can't tell you that. I can't just tell the animals to turn around, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Is that one on the right, an ibis? I don't know. Maybe. It could be. I have no idea. They were supposed to have kangaroos, but the kangaroos were not currently. They're not currently at the theme park, unfortunately. I would have loved to see the kangaroos. We did also see hippos, but they were on the other side of the other side of the truck, and I couldn't get a good picture of them because there was this one lady that was on the other side of the truck that kept putting her phone up, and like every time I tried to get a picture, she would put her phone up, and I couldn't get a good picture because she put her phone up. So I was just like, bruh. So I wasn't able to get a good picture of the hippos, so I was kind of sad about that. But other than that, I mean, I tried to make it work. Twice is a coincidence, 3 times a pattern, 7 times it is, well, an obsession. Well, you can tell the animals to turn around, but they may not listen to you. Yeah, that's fair. Should have taken a picture of her screen to get the picture. You know, that's stonks right there. That's actually stonks. Take a picture of her picture and get the picture. Maybe they're all running because they're scared of the Schizosaurus. They could be. I am ferocious after all. They better not be on the other side of the boat. Hippos in the water are terrifying. They weren't in the water. They were just eating. They were kind of hungry boys. Is that the last slide? Nope. We also have meerkats. They were looking around. It was kind of funny because you would just look and they'd be like, their heads would just like, and they just kept doing that. And it was hilarious. They just kept like moving their heads. They were probably afraid you might fart. I mean, they might. I don't know. It's possible. Scary dino. Glorious mirrors. It's a Timon. I know. I think they had a Pumbaa too somewhere. And then we had duckies. And this might be the last one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then we had duckies. Cute little duckies floating around, and they had like a bunch of fish. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? The fish. I just had a thought. The fish that are here, these fish are actually cichlids. They are warm water fishies, I think. I actually don't remember, but we used to have cichlids when I was younger. Dino Dad had a bunch of fishies. So, he did not have boop boops. No, there were no boop boops. I was hoping for the meerkat butt pics. They wouldn't let me. They were too busy staring at me, terrified. Cichlids are tropical fish. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Boop boops in a bucket. Woo! Yeah, these are cichlids. They had so many cichlids. It was crazy. They had a whole bunch. But yeah, so it was pretty cool. This was the end of Animal Kingdom. We ended up going home Monday morning. I got up at 3:30 in the morning. I was exhausted. I got up at 3:30 in the morning, and our plane left at 7. I was tired. But it was good. It was a really good trip. And the thing that was kind of funny is that like coming back, it was a lot more strenuous like coming back in terms of like the flight and stuff. And my bag actually got flagged at TSA because I bought plants. In the Avatar section of the Animal Kingdom, I bought plants. So I bought Dino Mom a plant, and I bought myself a plant. And TSA flagged them, saying that they were suspicious. And so the guy had to open my bag to look at the plants to make sure they weren't like drugs or anything. And I kind of got pushed aside. They were like, yeah, these are fine. Because they literally had kids that had their suitcases flagged because they brought toy guns through TSA. I was just like, bro, why would you bring toy guns through TSA thinking nothing would go wrong? Like, what the heck? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring toy guns through TSA. Nothing will go wrong, bro. Who the heck thinks that's a good idea? Well, apparently the parents thought it would be fine, so. And they got flagged through TSA saying that they had weapons. And I was like, no, they're just toy guns. Bruh. Bruh. Not very smart. Best time to go to Disney is a weekday. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely found it was easier to maneuver on the weekdays that we went. So, like, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It was a lot easier to maneuver than on Saturday and Sunday. There's a lot of people. What kind of plants? I have a Bella Palm plant, and I got Dino Mom a coffee plant. Yeah. But coming back, like, on the plane, there was a lot more turbulence, at least in my opinion. Like, it was very bumpy due to all the clouds and stuff, especially coming back into, like, the airport that we flew out of. And the air pressure was pretty bad. Like, I think we ended up having to go higher because of all of the turbulence and stuff and the issue with, like, the weather and whatever. I don't think it was the weather. I think it was the clouds. and a few of my things popped and exploded. So like the T-Rex glass, the bottom popped off and the thing's no longer working, and the my hand sanitizer exploded. Thankfully it didn't get everywhere, but it exploded to a point where it was kind of, if you touched it, it was like leaking. And then my shampoo actually exploded too, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't like terrible to the point where it was it wasn't all over the place. It wasn't all over the place. It was fine, but it did kind of explode a little bit. So I think we went a little too high, but it's okay. It was all replaceable stuff, so it wasn't anything that like could have fully gotten like it destroyed or anything. I can probably fix the T-Rex mug in theory, but it was pretty good though. It was okay. It was a little bumpy, but it was okay. And it was kind of funny because like going back, I was working on my Skiddo drawing of the Halloween one that I was working on, and I was doing that. I was coloring and rendering that, and I was watching Mamma Mia, and one of the flight attendants came up to me and they tapped me on the shoulder, and I thought they were gonna ask me about like trash or something because I was flying first class, baby. So I was like, all right, I get first service, let's go. So I thought maybe they're gonna ask me about trash or something, and she was like, they were like, did you cheat or did you actually draw that? And I was like, that's a weird question to ask, but okay. I was like, I actually drew this. And she was like, wow, that's actually really incredible. That's better than most of the professional drawings I've seen. I was like, oh, well, thank you. I was like, that's so nice. I was like, okay. I was like, well, thank you. I thought that was really nice. I was like, oh my gosh, well, thank you. I got all kinds of special treatment here in first class. I'm a blush. So I thought that was nice that they complimented my drawing. But it was kind of weird that they were like, did you cheat? Are you cheating or did you actually draw that? And I was like, am I cheating? I know what they meant, but it was just kind of funny that they worded it that way. Are you cheating or did you actually draw that? I actually drew it. I'm sorry. At last, your talents are recognized. At last! Did you ever get around to finishing it? Not yet. It's rendered a bit, but it still has a long way to go. So, not yet. I'll probably finish it before next Halloween. But it's getting there. So, I'm really happy about that.
Christmas is coming early. Thank you, Skiddo.
Thank you, Rain! Thank you for the gifts! Thank you for purchasing Christmas merch. I hope you enjoy it. Practical answer. So true. But yeah, that was my trip to Disney. And now, because I have gone to Disney and I keep reliving the trip in my head, I want to go back. As if it wasn't expensive the first time. Now I want to go back. And now I have a very unhealthy addiction to Disney pins. And I've spent so much money on Disney pins. But I can't help it because I want to collect all the Disney pins that I want. And now I have to keep paying off my credit card because I want the Disney pins. I'm trying to collect 101 Dalmatians and Pinocchio and Lady and the Tramp. But money. But it's okay. The way I'm trying to look at it is that at least I'm not doing drugs or alcohol. I'm not like getting drunk every night. Yeah, it's definitely an obsession that I need to curb real quick, but it's okay. But I did find that one of the pins that I bought is a scrapper pin, and I was very sad about that. I was like, bruh, at least I'm not doing drugs. Give me those pins! I know. Yeah, one of the pins. Don't go into Disney debt. I'm trying not to, I swear. Give your kids expensive hobbies. They won't have money for drugs. That's true. Well, that's a weird analogy. At least I'm not a serial killer. I mean...
This stream brought to you by Disney World. Go Yarl, she needs to make her money back.
I do. Thank you, Wilkin, for the super chat. Toot toot. I do. Gonna have another dino donut. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. I don't want to do it for my own selfish needs. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, if I'm gonna get addicted to something, I'd rather it not be something that's going to harm me. Well, I mean, I guess it could in theory if it puts me in debt, but I mean, I'm not really in debt per se. Like, I'm able to pay it off. But I'm also buying pins for like other people too, so I bought a couple for Dino Mom and Dino Dad, and bought a couple for my friend. So but it is a very dangerous thing to be doing. So do you have bills to pay? Kind of. It would be worse if I lived on my own. But where I live with the fam, it's not as bad. So I am able to do stuff like this. If I lived by myself, I know I wouldn't be able to afford this. So, yeah. She buys them for us and then asks for them back. What? No, I don't. What are you talking about? I do no such thing. I gave you pins from when I went to Disney, and I did not ask for them back. How rude. I am no Indian. That's so rude. I realized I forgot the discount code, so I gave you more money for your newfound Disney pin stitches. Let's go! Thank you. I'll probably end up, if I do end up getting the money, I'll end up just paying off my card. I have 2 cards. I have my Amazon card and my actual credit card, and they're both kind of steep right now. But to be fair, my Amazon card is just for Amazon only, so yeah. Do the bills accept pins? No, they don't. I tried. But yeah, one of the pins I bought was a scrapper pin, and I was very upset. So basically, in the Disney world with the pins, I'm just learning this. This is a whole new world that I did not know existed, and I've learned so much in the last week. So in the pin world, there are 3 types of pins. There are the authentic pins, there are the scrapper pins, and there are the fantasy pins. And the authentic pins are the pins that you can get at Disney World that Disney sells off the shelves, and those are authentic pins that you can get from Disney that are branded and approved by Disney and their quality control department. So the scrapper pins are the pins that did not pass quality control, and they...
Time to help fund the pin addiction.
Thank you, Feared. The scrapper pins are pins that did not pass Disney's quality control and were supposed to be thrown out. But they essentially are resold by the manufacturer without Disney's consent and are essentially considered stolen goods. So a scrapper pin in the pin world is essentially a fake pin because it is not authenticated by Disney. So the scrapper pins are sold without Disney's consent and, like I said, are considered stolen goods. So those do not count towards a pin collection. So if you get like a scrapper or a fantasy pin, you're not able to trade those with other people because people don't want them. The fantasy pins are literally just fan-made pins. That's all they are. They're fake. They're not sold by Disney or anything. They're literally just fan pins. And they cannot be traded. So I got this pin thinking that it was going to be an authentic pin because it looked authentic in the way that they had the pin held up. I was like, all right, cool, this looks authentic. And so I got the pin and I started looking at it and I was like, this kind of looks weird. And it smelled horrible, by the way. It literally smelled like potent weed. It was pretty bad. But I started looking at it and I was like, like, this looks kind of weird. This does not look how it should. So I started thinking about it, and it was kind of weird because like the back of the Mickey heads, like there's Mickey heads on the back of every pin, and these ones were slanted. They were not straight like they should be. And apparently it's supposed to have 2 nubs on the back next to the pin, and there was only 1. And this was a Dalmatians pin, so some of the spots were supposed to be black and some of them were supposed to be silver, and all of the spots on mine were silver. There was no black. So I was like getting really confused as to if I had the correct one or not. So I did some research on it, and come to find out it was wrong. I had the wrong pin. I had a scrapper pin. So I complained to the eBay seller, because I bought it off eBay. I bought it on eBay. Tell me why my pin was a scrapper. Tell me why you're not listening to my feedback when I say you should put this in your listing. I bought it off eBay. So I complained to them and told them that they should probably put it in their listing that it's a scrapper, because that is. And they just completely ignored me. And they were just like, okay, if you're unhappy with it, return it and we'll give you a refund. And I was like, okay. And I've never returned anything on eBay before, so I asked them for their address, and they just gave it to me. And they were just like, they didn't even give me like they gave me the address, but they, you know how like the address has like street or drive or avenue? They just gave me the street. They did not add the street thing. They didn't add street. They didn't add drive. They didn't have avenue. I was like, okay. So then I found out that I could just return through eBay. So I just did that, and hopefully I can, I still need to do it. Hopefully I can have the post office pick it up tomorrow, because I'm returning it to get my money back. They just K you, essentially, yeah. It's supposed to provide you with the label. Oh, did eBay give you it? No, I had to pay for it. I mean, eBay gave it to me, but I had to pay for it, so. So I'm already losing money there. Yeah. I had to pay for it. It was $5 for the label. So dumb. It was $5 for the label for a pin that's literally like $8. So I only get $3 back. Sadly, scams are common for things people want. Yeah, I know. I'm just annoyed. At that point, keep it. It's fine. I already packaged it and everything. I already paid for the label. So, it's not worth it. I would have ate the L over $3. I know. I should have, but it's too late now. I wanted my money back, and then I didn't realize it until after I bought the label that it was $5, and I was like, bruh. They should have given it to me, honestly. They should have just given me the label. I don't know why they didn't. Instead of making me pay for it. Their pin is defective. Why do I have to pay for the shipping? I mean, to be fair, they may have not known their label. They may have not known the pin was defective, but at the same time, they should have listened to my feedback. But they didn't. They just completely ignored it. $3 back is barely anything, but might as well do it. Stick it to them. Yeah, true. The address would be on the package. I know, but the problem is that I threw the packaging out, so I had to repackage it with my own packaging. Did you complain to eBay saying the listing was wrong, or did you just go to eBay wanting to return it? I just told them that I was just returning it. I just said I changed my mind, and then in the description thingy, I just said that the listing was incorrect and that it was a scrapper pin, and they made it look like it was authentic, and I was kind of frustrated that it was wrong. So, yeah. Could you just take it up with the customer support system? Probably not. They're going to tell me to handle it with the seller because they want as much money as possible. Yeah. I don't know how eBay works, but hopefully if a bunch of people return their purchases, it will show that they're not trustworthy. Maybe. I don't know. They had thousands of really good reviews, so I have no idea. Dunno. Bye, YouTube. Thank you so much for coming by. If you're doing it as just a return, they may make you pay for it if you're returning it, since in their eyes there isn't anything wrong. Oh. Well, it's too late now. It is what it is, honestly. I lived and I learned. I don't know. It is what it is. There probably isn't anything I can do about it now. This whole thing just... Little boy karma goes that dude's way somehow. Yeah. It just kind of stinks because, like, this guy has, like, thousands of positive reviews saying that his pins are high quality. And, you know, while I don't doubt that, I mean, if I tell him, hey, this is a scrapper pin, maybe you should, like, not sell these because people are gonna think you're scamming them, you think maybe he would listen. But, I mean, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just some weirdo on the internet with 3,000 subscribers. What do I know? Could be bottled reviews, or you could have just been unlucky. Who knows? Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Fake reviews. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I kind of went through them a little bit, but I didn't, like, fully, like, read the reviews. But I didn't fully read the reviews. Maybe tomorrow his planned collection will be hit by a mysterious redirected meteor. A weirdo? Maybe. A good weirdo? Yes. I'd hope so. I like to hope I'm better than most. Woo! Some of my pins are on the way. Let's go! Sorry, I'm low-key trying to get the post office to pick up my baggage tomorrow. But yeah, overall, it was a really good trip, and it was worth it, and I had a great time with my friend, and it was a lot of fun. I hope I can go back again sometime, because it was really fun. I will say, though, the one thing we did wrong is that we did not plan any rest days. So if we go again, if I go with my friend again, or if I go with someone else, I definitely think it would be ideal to plan some rest days. So I'd probably would have to go for a longer time frame, but I definitely should plan some rest days, because going one day after the other, very early to like very late at night, really wore out my body, and I'm dealing with some side effects from it. Like, my medical issue that I have that flares up sometimes has been a really big pain in the neck for the last week, and I am so tired. Like, I just am struggling so hard to do anything without feeling like super tired. So I'm just super exhausted. But honestly, it was worth it though. It was so worth it. I had so much fun, and it was great. I had a grand old time, and no pain, no gain. Heck yeah, rando. it was really great. I had a really great time. It was really fun. I hope I get to go again. But I did definitely miss the Dino Fam. I was getting a little homesick during like the middle part of the trip. I definitely was feeling the homesickness a little bit. Because it was weird being so far away from the Dino Fam. And I know that at least, hopefully, Dino Dad missed me. I don't know about Dino Mom, Dino Bro, but I'd like to at least think that Dino Dad missed me. So it was nice to come back and feel welcomed by him, at least, because he really enjoyed talking to me when I got back, and we had a lot to catch up on, which was nice. So it was nice to feel welcomed by him. So yeah. Would you have recommended it to others who haven't been before? Yes, 100%. I would recommend doing rest days, but I would 100% recommend going to Disney World for those who haven't gone before. And I really hope someday I get to go again. Yeah. Take some R&R. I know. I wish I could. I don't have any days left though. I used all of my vacation time mostly at this rate, so I don't have really any vacation time left. I have one vacation day left, and I'm saving it for Dino Dad. So, I don't really have any time left to be able to take some. So I just kind of have to go off the leniency of my work and hope that I'm able to get some long vacation time or some days off soon. The next time off I have is Thanksgiving, so we do have the Friday after Thanksgiving off at least. So. No, my bracelet's breaking. Oh my goodness. When did that happen? Oh goodness. Well, that's unfortunate. No idea what you said. I said that I am happy that you missed me. That I felt really welcomed when I came home. When I came back home from my vacation, because you had a lot to talk to me about, and I felt really welcomed by you. And it was really nice to feel missed, because I wasn't entirely sure if anybody would. That sounds really sappy, I'm sorry. I wasn't really sure anybody did, so it was really nice to feel welcomed back home by Dino Dad. So it was nice, yeah. It was nice to be home, and it was really unfortunate trying to get back into work, but it was nice to be home though. It was nice to sleep and relax after a while. Dino Dad is such a real one. He do be a real one. But yeah, it was really good, and I really do recommend for anybody who hasn't been before. You definitely should. How dare you love your parents? Is that what you want us to say? I know, so bad, right? But it was good. Highly recommend. Highly recommend going if you haven't before. Schedule a pickup. There we go. I was like, do they not allow you to schedule a pickup anymore? That would have been very sad. What day is today? Okay, today. Furthest east I've been was Las Vegas. Wow. Las Vegas, huh? I've never been. Las Vegas is west for me, but yeah, I've never been. But yeah, that was the end of my my slideshow. I hope you enjoyed all the pictures I took, and I hope you enjoyed my experience. Thank you for hanging out with me while I told you about it. I hope you enjoyed. I had a great time telling you about it and telling you about my experience. It was really fun, and like I said, definitely hope that you are able to go if you haven't already. Pictures were great. I'll have to catch up on the first couple hours of the vlog. Yes, definitely. If you're able to, because I talked about Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom, but I also talked about going to Disney Springs and the T-Rex restaurant on Wednesday as well. So, yeah. I've been up to Oregon as far as Israel. Nice. This is lovely and fun scale, of course. All right, I'm gonna end it here. I'm getting exhausted. I am exhausted. I've been in calls all afternoon, so I've been talking to people all afternoon. So I'm very exhausted. T-Rex restaurant, yeah, I love it. There was a T-Rex restaurant. There was, yes. Okay, for those of you who came in later, hold on. Let me just show you the picture real quick. We're gonna do a trip back in time. We're gonna go backwards. Whee! We're going back in time. Hooray! Wow, so crazy. Wow, whee! Oh my goodness, crazy. We're going back in time. Whee! Okay. Yeah, so this was the restaurant that my friend and I ate at on Wednesday. We went to T-Rex. It was a dinosaur-themed restaurant, and every 20 minutes there was an asteroid shower. Pretty crazy stuff. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream. Please go back and watch the VOD if you have not seen the whole thing. It was really cool. For those of you who missed my little announcements at the beginning, if you haven't already, please vote and nominate me as the Hidden Gem and the Rising Star for the VTuber Awards. It would mean a lot to me if I got nominated. Be sure to check out the Skiddo holiday merch if you haven't already, because that is available until January 1st. The dinosaur-themed pastry keychain is going away in 3 days. The time ending for that is November 14th, so please be sure to get yours today if you haven't already. And yeah, I think that's it. All right, so oh wait, I should probably announce the rest of my schedule. I will also be streaming Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday is going to be oh gosh, is it Red Dead Redemption? I think it's Red Dead Redemption. And then Friday is Squirrel with a Gun. So those are both going to be fun streams. So please come by if you can. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me tell you about my trip. I had a really fun time. Have a great evening. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Red Dead Redemption. Good night, everybody. I'm so glad to be back. Thank you for having me. I missed you guys.